Good evening, Bengal Nation, and welcome to the first kickoff of the 2022 high school football season. We are here live from the home field of the Bengals in Euclid, Ohio at Euclid High School Football Stadium. I'm joined by my partner, Aiden Kinney, and this is the second season in a row that we open up with the Warriors of Walsh Jesuit. In that inaugural game of the 21 season, the Bengals traveled to Cuyahoga Falls and pulled out a double overtime victory, 35-34. And there's the kickoff.
Touchback there. Bengals will take it up at the 20.
Just the way you want to start off, right, Aiden?
Yes.
Kick it deep. Let we start all the way. We got the ball first. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So at quarterback for the Bengals, we'll see the sophomore Lucas Kaltenbach. At running back, we'll also see the junior Luke Reed. And the O-line is Brian Underwood, Patrick Morse, Anthony Eligiano, Devontae James, and Eddie Dinwiddie. At the wide receiver, it's Eric Cloud, Jace Ellis, and J.J. Baldwin. And at tight end, it's Kareem Jennings.
So Luke Kaltenbach at the center, turns and he gives up the right side, and running back scurries for a couple, and it looks like it was Reed on the carry, picked up about 2. Second down and 8. We're in the initial minute of the football game, where the Bengals is starting off on their own 20-yard line, pick up 2 on that last play. Second and 8, Kaltenbach's in the shotgun or the pistol. He's looking left, doesn't see a receiver, he throws it away. Good job by Kaltenbach.
Yep, smart play, nothing there, just throw it away. Good job by the young player there. A lot of hype around him. He'll just have to stay out of his head today. It's going to be a good game against Walsh. They're always a tough opponent for Benedictine, especially these last few years. We'll see Luke Reed if he can get going in the run game and see if this Benedictine offense can't find the end zone on this drive.
These Warriors are always a test for us, whether home or away. Real good rivalry between the two schools. A lot of respect. We'll see if the Bengals can come out on top tonight. Kaltenbach back in the pistol, shifts his tight end to the left, throws it away with a lot of pressure. Right there on the tackle, looked like number 30 for Walsh Jesuit.
Line kind of looked like they folded there, but also looked kind of a bit of a late hit on Lucas there. I guess the refs are going to let that one go. Bengals will have to punt it, 3 and out. Here comes A.J. Green, number 99, the punter.
Brock Sherman for Walsh Jesuit Warriors on that tackle. A lot of pressure on the quarterback, Aiden, as you mentioned. Looked like the line got some blocking assignments a little screwed up.
Yeah, young line here. It just lost a couple of guys from last year. They'll get better, though.
Good punt. From 11, run. And he's into Warrior territory out about the 43-yard line.
Looks like a flag's down on the field, right about the 50-yard line there.
Last season, Warriors ended the Bengals' run at a state championship in the third game of the state playoffs back in 21, where they beat them soundly 34-20. This is the first possession of the ball for Walsh Jesuit. Quarterback's in the pistol, gives to the left side to number number 3. No, is that number 3, Trey Bell? That's one of the guys that they have to stop tonight. Excuse me, that was 23 on the carry. Justin Bremer. Justin Bremer, a senior running back for the Warriors. They shift in motion to the right, pressure, completed. Out in the right flat, number 24 on the coverage there. That would be Gabriel Batowski.
That was a good pass by Ryan Kersher out of pressure there, the senior for the Warriors. That was a good pass. Bengals need to slow them down here as they're.
Yeah, they really do. That was a good A good play and a good pressure, too, by the defensive line as well. But he was able to get it away. Fakes it, looks, sees a man, throws wide open. At the 20-yard line, spins, gets away, advances all the way down to about the 16-yard line. Well, the Warriors will have a fresh set of downs.
Benedictine's just going to have to work out the kinks right now. Try to find a way to slow down this quarterback and hopefully keep him out of the end zone. Maybe just force a field goal here.
Senior Ryan Kirshner leading the Walsh Jesuit Warriors into the red zone for the first time early here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Gets the ball, gives it to number 23, his running back, slips a tackle, and picks up about 2, maybe 1.5. Justin Bremer again on the carry. Yeah, Coach Jerry Good wants to get off to a good start on offense, a fast start, but the 3 and out, great effort by the Warriors defense, thwarted that fast start. And on defense, they need to stop Trey Bell, their explosive player. Quarterback draw, able to pick up about 3 more yards. I think he's down to around the 10-yard line. Doesn't make it to 12.
You have to realize with the Bengals, it's almost an entirely revamped defense and offense. A lot of seniors graduated last year, so definitely a problem for the Bengals is their youth.
Well, they're going to grow up quicker. This team is putting pressure on them right away. 9.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Welcome aboard, Bengal Nation. As they give it to Bremer one more time, and he's hit hard and brought down, and it's going to be close to a first down. Looks like the referee is saying it's a 4th down. And good job by A.J. Slip on that tackle, Aiden.
Yep, big play here for the Bengals as the Warriors will keep their offense out there to go for it on 4th down. Big stand by the Bengals. You hear the band and everyone getting loud down there.
I think they're going to try to make it right up the middle. Got to be stout. He finds a crease, and he's down to the 2-yard line.
They're saying
looks
fumble.
Like it's a fumble. And they're saying that, they're pointing. It looks like the referee is saying he's down.
They're saying he's down.
So it'll be first down.
You can hear the boos by the Bengal fans down there. That looked to me to be a fumble, but.
Sorry, folks, there's no instant replay in high school, so what the referee says on the field stands. Quarterback gets the ball, gives it to the big guy up the middle, and he's smothered. He's brought down quick and hard right there.
The D-line formed a wall on that play, shoved him right on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job there by number 52, it looked like, on that play.
Devontae James.
Good job by the defensive line. Now we need at least two more stops like that. Bengals trying not to give up their initial score of the 23-22 season. Quarterback throws the left side, too quick, too hard. Not able to get it to his intended receiver as Kirshner looked like he was trying to get it to receiver. I can't make his number out. Number 2 or 3, Trey Bell. Kirshner again gets the ball to try the right side this time, and he's brought down hard right there by Iliano.
Iliano, the big man, the big senior. Great job there. Going to force a 4th down. Here comes a field goal team for the Warriors.
Coach Good and the coaching staff is looking forward to a real big season from Iliano, the main commit. And it's 4th down, and that's the biggest play of the game, Aiden.
For sure. Here comes a little chip shot for the Warriors here.
Ryan Deming looks like he's the kicker. It's up, and it's good. So, no, that was Cooper Curta who actually kicked that field goal, and Walsh Jesuit gets on the scoreboard first. So a 7:07 left to go in the first quarter. Walsh strikes gold first as they take the lead 3-0.
The big thing on this Bengals drive is they need to give Lucas a little more time to pass the ball. He's getting pressured far too often on that first drive, so if he can create some time and find some open players, that will definitely help the Bengals get down the field.
But the key is to make sure that that offensive line stays stout. We got to get the run game going so that we can get those guys sucked up inside so Lucas can have a clear vision of his receivers and deliver the football.
Good stand there nonetheless, allowing a touchdown that first, but stopping them inside the 5 was great for the defense. We'll just have to see how the offense can react.
2022 Plain Dealer Top 25 preview this season had the Walsh Jesuit Warriors at number 14, the Benedictine Bengals 3 spots back at 17. We'll see if we can make a jump tonight by getting on the board here here after this offense gets the football. Curta with the kick. Good kick inside the sideline of numbers. Brought out to about the 22-yard line, fighting hard, blocking hard. And it looks like the referee's going to have to get in there to make sure that these guys stop their effort after the whistle's been blown. Good job, though, by number 4.
We've already seen a little fighting between the Bengals and the Warriors already early here, and that's definitely from last year in the playoffs when they got us 34-20.
Great job, Eric Cloud, bringing the ball up to give Kaltenbach and the offense some room. And they'll start with their second possession here on the 24-yard line. Kaltenbach will be under center. Jennings flex to the right, turns, gives to the left. Good cut, upfield, picks up a first down, or he's close to it. Number 28 on that play, Luke Reed.
Good hold by the offensive line. Looks like they're starting to get a little bit more comfortable than the first drive. That was a good opening play.
Excellent blocks by Iliano and Morse on that side, that left side. That's be the strongest side for the Bengals. Those two big guys plowing the way for these running backs. Jennings in motion to the right. Kaltenbach on the center, turns and gives it a read again. Big hole. He bounces outside, stiff arms, and brought down, but not before he gets the first down, the second first down of this second drive of the Bengals in the first quarter.
It looks like the Bengals are just going to stick with the run game as it is starting to work. There's a first down, the first down of this season here.
I like that call, Eden. I like the running.
Yeah, I think it's going to work well.
And that'll open up things for Kaltenbach in that defensive backfield for sure. Reed again. He scoots through, falls forward, and he'll pick up about 5.
At finding those holes there, and he definitely got good yardage off of that one.
Let's make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. These two teams don't like each other. That goes all the way back to when I was playing, back then from 76 to 80. So it's been a long time. We've been on rivals with each other. Reed again, struggles, picks up about 1.
Yeah, you talked about these two teams. Walsh is winning the all-time series between the two, 15-14. The Bengals, I believe they had about 8 wins in a row before they won that playoff game last year.
I'm willing to bet the majority of those Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah, looks like an offsides on Walsh. Gonna be a first down for the Bengals.
So good job mentally by the Bengals holding their water. Offensive line did not move. Walsh gives us our 3rd first down of the game and on this drive. So the Bengals start at midfield. Kaltenbach has the play. Play clock starts. He's in the pistol.
Like to see him pass it here just to kind of throw off the Walsh defense.
They got their ears pinned back, and they're coming. Great protection, good pass, man open. He catches it, and he drops it. Right through the arms. Right through the arms of Reed. He throws the gloves off, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it happens. Just working off the rust. Nothing bad for Luke Reed.
And here comes the rain.
That was a good pass by Luke, though. He dropped it right in the bread basket, or Lucas.
We have a overcast, and it looks like there's been some lightning, folks, so there is going to be a delay in the game. Ohio High School Athletic Association rules that there's a 30-minute recess until we can come back out on the field and play. There cannot be any lightning within that 30 minutes, and play will resume. So we will hold it right here for right now as the two teams clear the field. And Aiden is a quick off season. We're back at the beginning of the season here like we were last year. Same opponent, different place. Walsh pretty impressive in that first drive, but the Bengals defense was able to hold.
Yeah, it was good to see the Bengals defense tighten up at the end there and stop them from, we saved about 4 points there. And Bengals offense looked to be, starting to get a little bit of a rhythm, and then now this weather delay could completely throw that off. We'll see what happens. It's kind of how football is. Game of momentum, right?
Yeah.
And this rain delay will definitely play a factor into this.
So the game is under a suspension right now for lightning in the area. Fans, players clearing the stands to drier and safer ground. And I hope the concession stands are ready early because we're going to have a few visitors, I think.
Yeah, they are. They got to get that halftime rush ready right now.
Yeah. Well, they'll get a little practice. And again, we'll keep it right here for a little while. This is Jared Good's fourth season as the Bengals coach. And again, like I said at the top of the telecast, his big concerns were stopping the playmaker Trey Bell of the Walsh Jesuit Warriors and getting his offense and Ryan Kaltenbach a good start, building his confidence and executing. It looks like the offensive line in that second series was starting to get their assignments and their stuff together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes you just have to look at the defense, and not shocking that was a 3-and-out the first run. Usually the defense does tend to win in the first possession of the game, so not shocking by any means for the Bengals to get a 3-and-out. But then, yes, definitely the second drive, they look to lock it down a bit better, and great pass by Lucas on that last play. Sadly, Luke couldn't bring it in. You did see him toss the gloves, so maybe he wasn't planning on wearing those or was kind of on the fence about those, so you did see him take those off. Hopefully we'll be able to pull those in, but that's just knocking off the rust. You just think about what you're going to do after you catch the ball before you catch the ball, and I think that's what he did there.
Well, we all know that football players, you have to have a short memory. You shake those kind of plays off and go out and make a play to make up for it.
Bring it with you.
Reed was starting off pretty well running the football. The offensive line this year is pretty experienced on that left side with Morrison and Iliano.
Yes.
Those guys are veterans. They've blocked very well in the past. And this season it looks like they're getting off to a real good start. How about that right side?
Yeah, it's just a bit younger. You got Devontae James over there. They're just trying to get their way. Eddie Dinwiddie as well. They're definitely they didn't get as much playing time last year, so you just kind of get them into the rhythm. That's really what it is for these offensive linemen. And but I think they're starting to find it here. But definitely, yes, the left side is going to be the go-to for the Bengal offense. But I think Lucas does like rolling out to the left. I think I heard that. So that will definitely be good for him, which it is weird for a righty to do that. But yeah, it's just definitely keep the pressure off Lucas. That's going to be big today.
Last week, the Bengals traveled to Lakewood, Ohio, and scrimmaged St. Ed's Eagles, and they didn't fare too badly against them, did they?
Yeah, for St. Ed's, who is probably one of the best teams, the best team in the state, maybe one of the best in the nation, I would say they did pretty well. They are definitely, I know the JV and the freshmen fared very well, so that is a really good sign for the Bengals and their future.
But when you go up against an opponent in a scrimmage, the caliber of St. Ed's, like you mentioned, one of the top teams in the nation, one of the top teams in the state of Ohio, defending state champions on a Division I level, which is the highest level of high school football in the state of Ohio. The Bengals traveled over to Lakewood and executed really well, and showed a lot of courage and a lot of heart against the Eagles. And Coach Good and his staff was very happy with the way things turned out, especially coming out of that thing healthy mentally and physically.
Yeah, of course. And we know Coach Good he never shies away from competition, especially very hard one. You know, we always schedule Hoban, never veer away from them. And then obviously St. Ed's for a scrimmage. We've also played them in the regular season in past years. So you look at our schedule this year, we got teams like Nordonia, DeMatha. We have a very difficult schedule. And you also see Toledo Central Catholic, they played St. Ed's very well. They lost 23-20 last night.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, you also have a team like Akron Butchell, and then Boardman, and then Brecksville Broadview Heights. You also have Erie Cathedral Prep, who we've played for these last couple of years. Actually, last year's was canceled due to a rain delay, just like we have now. So hopefully it clears up here, unlike it did last year.
And you look at that schedule, there's a school on there. We play September 10th. DeMatha Catholic out of Maryland in the D.C. area, one of the top programs in the nation. That's a special ESPN game down in Ironton, Ohio. That's a crown jewel on the schedule that we're really looking forward to, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean that's not a game. You know, obviously they are one of the best teams in the country, so it's a game more to see, you know, test where we're at, and definitely it gets us some TV time, so it gets our name out there, more or less, and if we do, you know, play them well, which hopefully we will, you know, it'll make us look very good in front of the nation, honestly.
I got to give the coaching staff and head coach Jared Good a lot of credit for accepting that challenge. These guys I know are very excited about it, and we will hopefully come ready to rock and roll that night, and we'll keep it going forward.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I hope this rain clears it. It's looking to get a little bit harder now, but hopefully everyone just gets to safety right now, and hopefully the lightning stops and we can clear this all up in about half an hour. But every time lightning strikes, it's another 30-minute delay from the last strike, so it's just going to be tough. We'll see how long this goes. If it goes for another couple hours, they might have to either postpone the game or cancel it completely, which did happen to the Bengals last year, again, like I said, against Erie Cathedral Prep.
Yeah, that was a pretty strange cancellation of the game. They refused to wait, I remember.
Yeah, they didn't.
Through the second lightning strike, and they'd much rather get out and get back to PA instead of stay and fight.
Yeah, they did not want to. I know they did not want to reschedule the game for the next day. They just wanted to go back, which is unfortunate. You come all the way from Pennsylvania. That's a good long drive, and then to come here and then can't even play your game. Or I don't even think it got underway. I don't believe so.
Well, I'm guessing that this rainstorm will leave as quick as it came in. There was an overcast before the game. The Indians are playing downtown at Progressive Field, and their game had a stoppage tonight as well. As it creeped out east, coming this way, got some lightning, and now we're in a rain delay, 30 minutes. Where we are in that 30 minutes, I don't know, but I'm willing to guess we're around 20 minutes away from resuming play, provided we don't get any more lightning. But it might be pretty wet out here, which will definitely change the speed of the game.
Yes, definitely. And I'm looking at the forecast right now. Unfortunately, it does look like it's still going to lightning in the next hour, and just looking at all this rain that's coming in, big blue bubble on your forecast on the map coming right towards us. So, I mean, hopefully it passes by. Hopefully that changes or moves another direction, I guess, and we can resume play here.
So my partner Aiden Kenny showing off his weatherman skills, giving you guys an accurate update of where the weather is right now and how long we'll be out here. Hopefully it won't be past the 30 minutes of the initial lightning delay. And we'll hold it, this picture of the field, this beautiful evening other than the rain, and we'll come back when play starts to resume. Don't go anywhere. football stadium, ladies and gentlemen, in Bengal Nation, where the Benedictine Bengals are playing against the Walsh Jesuit Warriors of Cuyahoga Falls. And Aiden, we made it through the initial lightning sighting, and 30 minutes, we're back on the field, ready to go.
Yep, and let's just pray that we don't see any more lightning for the rest of this game, and should be a good fight here. Still raining pretty heavily out there. We'll see how that affects Lucas Koltenbach. I'm guessing we're going to lean on the running game quite a bit until the rain is gone. But we'll see how the Bengals offense does with that. It just makes it a whole lot more difficult. It's harder to tackle people, when all this rain stuff, everything's wet and all that. The football's wet, so it's going to slip. So we might see some fumbles, some turnovers, some drop passes. All that is in store for us for the rest of this game.
Blasphemy. Only on the Warrior side, hopefully.
Hopefully,
okay.
Yes.
Very good referee crew here tonight. Our referee is John Patton, umpire Lou Cardona, linesman Tony Tarantino, line judge Randy Patterson, and the back judge Brad DeTillo. The Bengals 2nd and 10. Kaltenbach's under center. Jennings in motion to the left. He boots to the right. Pressure, throws. Got to come back and it's caught. It looks like he's out of bounds, though. Nope, the referee says it's good.
Great.
Excellent play.
Shocking call by Coach Good there to make it a pass play, or maybe that was Coach Prevest, but still. Amazing call, great pass. First completion for Lucas Kaltenbach this season.
And on the reception was Jace Ellis, a senior wide receiver, getting his chance to show his talents this season as we go right up the middle. Good job by Reed fighting for about 5 yards, 4.5. Excellent job right there, Aiden, with the offensive line. That defensive line of the Warriors was going backwards.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing them back now. They're starting to own the line of scrimmage. That's how you win the game, is when you own the line of scrimmage. So good for the Bengals there.
A lot of fans still stayed around. They're making their way back out as they went into there. And there's a jump. Another mental error by the Warriors on defense, which will probably give the Bengals a first down. It'll be close. We won't have far to go.
Seems like it's kind of completely flipped here. Bengals look to be getting better as they go on, and the Warriors just look to be getting worse a little bit, especially in the penalty.
Well, excellent job by the Bengals on offense and defense. So far, no laundry on the field for us. Kaltenbach under center. Jennings flank to the left, turns, gives to the right to Reed again, and it looks like he got the momentum forward, and he's got the first down. They take a look at it. The Bengals try to lobby for the first down signal, and the chain started to lean, but no.
Looks like it's 2nd and maybe an inch up.
So nope, they're giving the first down.
No, they're moving the chains, yep. Good push there by Luke Reed to get that first down.
So good job by the offensive line and Reed. As we're in the red zone, turns, gives to Reed again. He breaks back to the right side, picks up about 2 yards. I like the way this offensive line is digging in and fighting, Aiden.
Yep, they're definitely giving him some room to run, which is really what you need to do as an offensive line, is create those gaps. And Luke is starting to find some room, which is good for the Bengals. They'll definitely need it here. Big thing is, can't put that ball on the ground right now, especially in the red zone.
So it looks like Lucas has the play. Devontae James, Eddie Dinwiddie, Patrick Morris, Brian Underwood, and of course, Big Anthony Eliano on that front line, pushing the Bengals into the red zone. Kaltenbach in the pistol, turns, gives the read again. Tries the right side this time. Fights for maybe a yard. It'll be third down. Clock is ticking. 2:10 left to go in the first quarter.
I believe it's actually third down. Looks like third down and about 7 here. So it's going to be interesting what the Bengals offense does. Walsh Jesuit student section is getting quite loud here.
They are going crazy, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They brought a lot of spirit with them, and they're going to need it. This defense, as the Bengals try to shove it in the end zone. Kaltenbach fakes right, looks left, throws left. It's crowded over there. Incomplete. 2 receivers, 2 defenders over on that left side in the corner of the end zone. Couldn't quite get it completed, so that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're having a little bit trouble with the yardage marker. There we go. Now we got 4th down, but we're going to keep the offense out there maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what's going on because it looks like, well, I think they're going to call a timeout here maybe. Lucas went to the sideline to get the play. He's going back out there, but I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get it off.
4th down, folks. Bengals are trying to score.
They might just try to get him to jump off sides here. We'll see.
The first 4th down. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout Bengals. So with 1:34 left to go in the first quarter, Bengals on their second possession of the game after a rain delay has marched the ball inside the 20-yard line, sitting on the 13-yard line going in. And they wanted to discuss this play as it's 4th down.
Yeah, I
and
believe
7.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. They're going to keep the new kicker for the Bengals, senior James Cole, on the sideline, it looks like. But interesting decision here by Coach Good. We'll see how it plays out.
So the kicker this year, after a fine season and a fine career by the kicker the last few years, and Cora, who has moved on. Do we know where he went to school? He's still playing soccer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely playing soccer. You know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize for that.
So Cora, if you're out there listening, my man, hey, good luck in college and keep up the good work. I know you're going to have a bright future. Say hello to mom and dad for me as well. Kaltenbach looks, throws, he has time. He's got a man, number 10. Catch for a touchdown! Number 10 with an excellent effort on that play. That would be Cam Brown, the junior. And just a wonderfully developed play, Aiden.
Yes, great call to go for on 4th and 7 there. And talk about a dime pass by Lucas Kaltenbach. And, of course, Cam Brown bringing it in there. With this rain, that's great. He's rolling out to his left, just tosses it back corner of the end zone. Cam Brown pulls it in, 6 points for the Bengals. PAT to come.
So the special team lines up. The field goal units out on the field. We got number 35 as the kicker.
Uh-oh.
Bot snap, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Emerson White there, the holder. I believe it was Emerson White. Let me see. Yes, I think so. Just couldn't get a handle on it. It happens. You see Coach Hasta Giorgio, the special teams coach, going out there and a little flustered, but can't really blame him. I mean, the rain is coming down so heavy. It's so hard to get, the ball down and just keep it steady. So Bengals will only get 6 there, but they'll take a 3-point lead.
So with that missed extra point, the Bengals will stay still for right now at 6 points as they take the lead 6-3. 1:28 left to go in the first quarter as Walsh Jesuit will take the field, and their offense will be coming out for their second possession of the game. As on the first possession, they were able to get down in the red zone of the Bengals and come out there with 3 points. Like you mentioned, Aiden, the weather, ball handling, these are things that I'm sure coaches practice. They practice with wet balls. You never know what's going to happen on game day. That time, Barker, his first hold in a night game on varsity, with the weather coming down, a lot of pressure on the young man. I'm pretty sure he's going to bounce back just fine.
Yeah, definitely he will. Yeah, sorry, I said Emerson White earlier. I do stand corrected. It is Nick Barker for the holding there. But yeah, I think a little scooch kick
Little
there.
scoop kick. Good job by the up man. He just get the ball and he's out to the 42-yard line as the Warriors try to punch it upfield. Not a good kick. Gave him some pretty good field position.
Yeah, I think that was planned. Calvin Gore and James Cole, the kicker, did go in on the tackle, so pretty funny there. But yeah, definitely gives them good field positioning. I honestly think this rain might hurt Walsh more, as their passing game looks to be a bit better than the Bengals right now. So that might slow them down passing-wise. And the Bengals have seemed to figure out their running game early on.
So Kershaw leads the offense of the Warriors out on the field. He's in the pistol, flanked by two running backs. Moves number 36 up on the ball, Christopher Salick. There's Bell in motion. He gets the ball, looks like holding. That's a tackle. And that's definitely going to come back as he's knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. But that one's coming back.
Yeah, multiple flags on the field there. Holding, yep. And they're going to keep it just that, hopefully. Nothing on the Bengals.
Apologize, folks. I didn't get the number of the player that was held for the Bengals, but that's what happens when you do your job. He did an excellent job of containment. The offensive blocker saw that he was losing him, and desperation, grabbed some jersey and right there in plain view of the referee, and that drew the flag.
Yep, easy hold there. Great call by the ref. Easy call, but a good call. And back them up 10 yards, 1st and 20 from around the 28, 29-yard line there.
So as this first quarter is approaching the 1 minute mark, there's Kirshner back, another quarterback draw, and he's close to getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Good effort by Kirshner.
Yep.
And
definitely.
a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, good play there by him. Bengals weren't ready for it.
Got to stay in your lanes. They changed the play. Rain is coming down pretty good, but so far the blessings is that there is no lightning, so no one's in danger. Kershaw gets the football, turns, throws, almost picked off, and he was able to corral that pass as it was bobbled a little bit. Good job by the receiver trying to get a number as you try to fight through this rain. Looked like it might be number 11, Aiden Gabe Gardner, a senior.
I believe so. And yeah, again, tough to see out there with all this rain. It's a complete downpour. Kershaw, very accurate quarterback here. We'll see how he does with this rain. He looks pretty well these first couple of passes.
Gardner flanked out here. It looks like his sideline warning to the Bengals.
That's something that's going to fire up the coaches right now. You can see Coach Giorgio and Coach Kobalinski down there pushing the guys back. It's infuriating.
That's not supposed to happen at home, though. Come on, refs.
Well,
show us some love.
We always say the refs are always against Benedictine. But only a warning, no yardage for any team.
Bell, the speedster, down at the bottom of the screen. Kershaw again runs the draw play, and he's got some speed, some moves. And, folks, that young man just converted a first and about 25, 30 yards into a first down with two big quarterback draw plays.
Yeah, tough loss for the Bengals there. You had a chance to stop him on that 3rd and 5, but Kershaw
linebackers
used
have got
his legs.
linebackers have got to keep him in their sights wide open.
This is just kind of what you're going to see early on for the Bengals defense. They are quite young and inexperienced, so there are going to be a couple of guys running a bit free. Hopefully they can tighten it up here as we're nearing the end of the first quarter, 22 seconds left.
Gabignon on that catch, wide open for the Warriors as they are now in Bengal territory and they're marching. 2nd down, about 3. Kershaw has time to throw. He scrambles to the left. He's got the ball hanging out. He's going to try for the first down, and he gets it. It's going to be close.
They got to start putting a spy on him. He's getting way too many yards rushing-wise, and starting to hurt the Bengals.
So he came up a little short, so it'll be third down, and now they're sticking on the first down. It looked to me like he did get it, but
Yep, moving the chains now.
I was hoping the refs are right. As the Bengals substitute on defense, they pull out number 6, Lewis Terry, and brought in number 52. Tries that left side. It's good job by the defense to string it out and get him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one of the first run plays we've actually seen from Walsh in this drive here, and that one didn't, well, designated run play, I should say, and didn't end up very well for them. Only 2 yards there, given up, or about a yard by the Bengals defense.
Good job by Devontae James as he came in to substitute for Terry on that last play, stringing that play out. Giuliano as well. Kershaw gets the shotgun pass, throws it quick. It's a bullet. Good defense there by the defense of the Bengals.
Yep, they were ready for that there. Looked like, I believe that's Gabe Altowski. Again, I apologize if I got that wrong. It is, or AJ Slems, excuse me. It's quite hard to see on the field with all this rain. Yeah, they were there that time, definitely on that passing play. So it looks like hopefully they get into a bit of a rhythm here. 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Konecki also on that defensive pass play. Kirshner having a good game so far on the ground. Calm, cool, collected. He's a veteran. He gets the ball. He surveys the field. He steps up in the pocket, fakes out a Bengal, breaks a tackle, almost got away from that second one. You got to gather your feet as you come up and make that play as he faked out.
Yeah.
Slip.
End of the first quarter, they're going to have the ball around the 20, and Bengals hopefully can tighten it up at the end of as we go into the second. And
so Bengal Nation, that again, as my partner said, it ends the first quarter. That quarter lasted over an hour. We kicked off at 7, and we finally got through the first quarter after a half-hour rain delay. But the Bengals are up 6-3 as we go into the second quarter. Stay with us.
Yeah, hopefully we can slow them down. They'll flip fields. You see the refs already making their way down to the left side. Rain's still pouring here. Forecast, I think it's clearing up. I think it's moving the other way, and we're going to keep hoping it stays like that. But definitely the Bengals will have to tighten it up here late. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's gonna get a bit better at 9. It looks like it might lightning, and then a little bit later, but we're gonna hope that's gonna pass by here.
Yeah, it's gonna go around. Hopefully it'll be way out by the lake, way in the lake somewhere. But as you can see on that last run by the quarterback, Kershaw, he does an excellent job of making guys miss. In these type of conditions, you got to slow your feet down. You got to take choppy steps and stay under control, especially with an athlete like that who has the ball in his hand on every play.
Yeah.
You got to be fundamentally sound. Slimp on that play, rushed it a little bit. He was able to avoid him, and that's when Kershaw was able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, we got to slow this mobile quarterback Kershaw here. He's got an arm and legs. That's always, the dual threat quarterback. That's what you look for, and hopefully the Bengals can try to put a spy on him and just shut down that running, but it's going to be tough with his speed right now. And yeah, of course the rain doesn't help at all.
Keep an eye on Trey Bell, the talented wide receiver who's a dangerous player down in this part of the field. He hands it off to the left side and tries to run over number 22.
AJ Slems.
Was Slim. AJ with an excellent pop. Wasn't able to wrap him up, but he had a host of Bengals come over and help him out for a gain of about 3 yards.
This is where we use Darrell Benningfield a lot, and he would get a lot of pressure as a linebacker last year now in Toledo.
Quarterback again on the move. He sprints to the right, They're chasing him down. He's able to break containment and ran him out of bounds. Was he able to get the first down? Yes.
Looks like he's short, actually, about 2 yards. Yeah, tough. We're really struggling to get that guy right now, and once we cut him off running-wise, I think the Bengals are clear, but they definitely got to slow him down.
Well, we did it before. We can do it again. The first drive of the play of the game for the Warriors, they did the same thing on the other side of the field. We can see if the Bengals can come up with a big play on defense. Kershaw with the ball, he hands to the running back. He makes a cut. He's fighting upfield, and he gets the first down. So a fresh set of downs for the Warriors inside the 10-yard line. Kershaw's got this offense. He's got them hitting on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they're gonna pass it here. I see so many QB draws coming right now, and just handoffs to the running back. Really,
we need a turnover. Punch that ball out of there. It's a little slippery, but they're keeping it in Kershaw's hand. Intercepted. Break a tackle. It's number 4. That would be Eric Cloud. Doing an excellent job.
well, I just said they probably would not pass it there, and they probably would have wished they heard this box cast right now. They probably should not have passed it there. Eric Cloud, great job, took it back about 50 yards down inside the 30. Bengals completely flipped the momentum right there. Bad play by the quarterback, Kershaw, especially in this rain, going to be tough to throw it. Bengals will set up shop around the 30.
So the Bengals defense comes up with the biggest play of the game so far. Excellent job by Eric Cloud, keeping his poise, looking the ball in, and taking it back into Bengal territory. Again, Aiden, like you said, Kershaw just tried to place the ball, tried to lob it to his receiver. It might have slipped out of his hand. That was an ugly pass. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, Eric Cloud gets the ball and gives it back to Kaltenbach and the Bengals. Looks like it was holding. He got a wide receiver open. Big strike. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bengals.
Number 3 there, Jace Ellis, a senior, for a 35-yard pass from another dime from Lucas Kaltenbach in this rain. Great pass. We'll see if the Bengals go for 2. Really no reason. You want to go up 10 here, but beautiful pass.
Kaltenbach 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, right now he's looking good near the end zone, and these past 2 plays for the Bengals offense, he's 2 for 2 and 2 touchdowns.
That's right. So, kicker's in, and right now Nick Barker has forgotten about that last field goal try, the extra point try. He's good as new. Snap, hold down, and blocked. Block looked like on the left side they were able to crash in and get their hands up. Unfortunately, folks, we don't have instant replay, so we can't go back and look at the plays to give you that viewing pleasure, but hopefully soon we'll have that technology. But right now we're going to enjoy this lead as the Bengals score again and increase the lead from 6-3 to 12-3.
Yeah, when it looked to be almost the opposite. You could see really Walsh going up 10-6 there, but completely flipped the script. Eric Cloud completely stole momentum, and then Lucas Kaltenbach, great pass to Jace Ellis for the touchdown on one play. And again, special teams issues right there. Hopefully that does not play a role in this in the outcome of the game, but definitely something to look at going into halftime. Well, we are about 10 minutes away from that, but
a good job by Coach Preves to make that call. Got a lot of confidence in his offensive line and the quarterback to be able to put up a ball like that in a downpour tonight. To take the defense of the Jesuits by surprise. I mean, he just ran right past him, Aiden.
Yeah, Jace Ellis, he's a speedster for sure, and I don't think Walsh thought he was going to be able to make that pass, so he just dumped it over the middle, and it was a dime right to him. Again, Lucas Kaltenbach finding a rhythm right now.
So I think it's Ryan Karras as he puts the ball on the ground again. They'll get good field position. Now we just have to bring him down. Holding on tight as number 26, for the Warriors advances the ball out to the 43-yard line, and that would be, looks like John Keogh.
Now, I don't know if the squib kicks are intentional by James Cole. He is a new kicker, and kickoffs are very difficult. So if it is squib kicking intentionally, then, it's definitely something.
It looked like to me that he was aiming for the middle of the ball, like he wanted to put it on the ground. So it's not a bad idea in this kind of weather, but you got to tackle because if they break that wall, that next level, there's nobody there. Kersher in the pistol, hands it off, big hole, big gain, brought down by number 1 for the Bengals, Ryan Koneski.
Yep, Ryan, senior now, going to be a big factor in this Bengals defense as he is a linebacker, and they do control really the outcome of the game and the outcome for the defense.
Again, right up the middle again. They like what they see. Brought him down immediately. It'll be 3rd down. Excellent job right there by, looks like it was number 52,
I think, Devontae
52.
James.
Yeah, Devontae's having a good game tonight.
Yeah, we've seen him get on a couple tackles, clog a couple holes there. So we'll see what the Bengals can do here with a 3rd and 2. See what Walsh does, I guess.
I think they're going to try the right side of the line again. Be just a simple running play. They won't put in there. They try the left side. He's down. He didn't get it.
Yep.
He didn't get it. Excellent effort as the defender of the Bengals dove in there and took him down hard.
Yep, and you can see the Benedictine coaches on the sideline putting up a fist, which signals a 4th down. So
excellent job by Kareem Jennings, one of the best players in this part of the state of Ohio, and possibly in the country. But a good job. He showed his talents there as Kirshner keeps the offense out on the field.
They might try to draw us off sides. Hopefully the Bengals defense is disciplined. I know they're yelling, don't jump, don't jump.
And he leans in, he gets the ball there, and he falls forward. But great penetration by that defensive line. Kareem Jennings had about 4 guys blocking him.
Yeah, I mean, they hit him behind the line of scrimmage, but he did fall over the 1st down marker, so they'll get a 1st down in Bengal territory now. Again, the Bengals will be forced to have to make a stop here.
Jennings slowly gets off the field. Looks like he's a little nicked up, but he's walking pretty good. I'm pretty sure they'll try to get him out there as soon as possible. As it looks like number 10 has taken his place, Cam Brown, who caught the first touchdown pass. Good job by Cam Brown with the pressure on Kersher, but a good job by Kersher to deliver that ball out in the flats to his number 1 receiver, Emerson White. Oh, excuse me. Emerson White is 11 for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Gabe Gardner.
Yep, there we go. Bengals will take that, though, only a yard.
Great pressure right there by Brown. And good discipline, too, by holding Kersher in the pocket and making him deliver that ball. He'll stay in the game. He'll rush the passer again. All day to throw. He throws it. He's wide open. Wow. Wow. So number 7 was burnt on that play. No other way to say it. You got a guy standing there all alone, having a nice cool drink by himself as Chris Maloney.
It wasn't a perfect pass. If
was the defender on that play.
Yeah, if the safety could find the ball in the air, he could have honestly picked that off.
Yeah. And that was strictly a youth play, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The guys just got to get used to making plays. Here's Kersher again, and he's going to go down at about the 3.
That was a design run, I believe, there for Kersher, and reel in inside the 5 around the 4-yard line.
So I'm imagining the Walsh coaching staff is going to try to keep the ball in Kersher's hands. They don't want to take any chances on ball handling, snafu, and if anything, it'll be a direct handoff to one of the running backs. Kersher in the pistol, and he does just that. Momentum, forward, touchdown. Warriors. The offensive line was able to get a running back a crack, and he was able to take it into the end zone on that left side of the Bengals defense.
Yeah, unfortunate there. We'll see how the Warriors do on this PAT, as the Bengals have certainly struggled at that. About 6:47 left in the second quarter here.
As Curtis is the kicker. Down, up, and good. So with 6:47 left to go in the first half, Warriors closed the gap on the Bengals lead and increased their points to 10. 12-10 with 6:47 to go. Bengals will get the ball, and the offense led by Lucas Kaltenbach will come back out on the field. Lucas 2 for 2 with 2 touchdowns so far. So he's perfect in the game. Let's see if he can put a drive together for the Bengals. Hopefully we can keep it for the rest of the quarter, and we go into halftime with another score.
Yeah, hopefully the Bengals can answer to that, and narrow lead, only 12-10 as you said, and hopefully the Bengals can add on to that right here.
Ran into a lot of alumni last night. It's in town for family functions, and hopefully they were able to make it to the Bengals game. Want to say hello to Farland and Gerald Character, class of 80 and 82, along with Eric Mudd. Great basketball player at Benedictine during his 4-year stint there, Cleveland State. Basketball star after he left the Bengals and went on to play professionally all over the world in basketball. Big upset against David Robinson in NCAA back in the day.
Yeah, and the great thing is you'll always see Benedictine alumni everywhere you go. You'll wear your a Benedictine shirt to the grocery store. Somebody will call you out wearing it, being like, "Oh, you go to Benedictine? What year are you?" You know. So it's a great community. It's the brotherhood. You know, the mob, Men of Benedictine. It's a great thing.
Yes, it is. We hope everyone out there is enjoying the game so far after the delay. Wishing you good health and prosperity. God is good. Kaltenbach in the shotgun. Reed on his side. He gives it to him. He goes right up the middle, picks up about 2.
And no hole there for him to run. Be forced with a 2nd and 8. Lucas again will return to the sideline to get the play. 6 minutes and 30 seconds and rolling here in the second quarter.
Steady, steady fall of rain so far. Coach Prevest sends down the play from the box. Kaltenbach's got it. He lines his guys up. 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 23-yard line. Reed shifts to the left. Kaltenbach has the ball. He's going to pass. Plenty of time. And it was a out and up, and Kaltenbach shorted it. Receiver was open. Number 3 on the attempted receiver, Chase Ellis, senior.
Yeah, couldn't find the connection there, and Lucas probably a little early on that throw. Should have let him develop into his route. Maybe that was designed, but yeah, just couldn't find the connection. A little short for him. Jace looked to make the catch, but it was out of bounds. Great attempt, though, for him.
So first misfire for Kaltenbach. Comes up, wipes his hands off. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a pass play. Reed shifts to the left. Kaltenbach back to pass again. Good protection, but Kaltenbach couldn't keep the ball on the field. Number 81, Connor Williams was the intended receiver.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a hold on the Walsh defender as Connor was trying to make his way back to the ball. Just not quite accurate for Lucas there, and they're going to have to punt it away. A.J. Green, again, going to be summoned to punt it. Hopefully he can pin them deep here.
Oh, Bengals line up, punt, good snap, and took his time with kicking the ball. Got to go a little bit quicker than that, and it's short.
No.
And the receiver, Benedictine player on the kicking team actually stopped the ball by catching it. We should have let it go so it could maybe hopefully advance into Warrior territory. That was number 2, Calvin Gore, on that play.
Yeah, you just got to let it roll there. That will take some time to get used to. We definitely put some forward spin on that ball. It was probably, going to go another 10 yards about. But Walsh will set up shot in a dangerous area for the Bengals again.
I'm pretty sure that the special teams coach will take a look at that protection and get on somebody about with the defender getting that close to the punter. But he's got to get into his steps and get that ball off.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect snap. A.J. Green had to move kind of towards the ball, and then he just had to punt it away.
Kershaw hands the ball off to his running back. He runs hard right up the middle, testing the metal of the inside of that Bengals defense as number 22, A.J. Slump, slowed him down, but the rest of the Bengal defense brought him down after a pickup about 6.
Bengals got to start bringing some pressure, getting that running back. I doubt Ryan is going to be passing it much here, especially in this rain, especially what happened last time. But we'll see if Bengals can stand up here and make a stop.
Yeah, there's no panic in this Kershaw. He's a veteran quarterback. He knows what he wants to do, and he's executing the coach's game plan as he hands it off around the left side to number 23, Justin Bremer, and he picks up the first down. We can't let them score on this drive. We got to hold them out. Young defense on the field, getting their licks, and giving some too. But right now they're going to have to be stout.
Yep, it's a good team to play. Good first game for the Bengals because Walsh is a good team, so it's definitely going to give a little experience to our defense.
Yeah, and again, they see something on that right side that they really like. Bengals are going to have to shore it up. So Slimp on the tackle.
And now you're seeing Walsh kind of find a bit of a rhythm here, especially after that 3-and-out by the Bengals offense.
There it is again, up the middle, a little bit to the left side, and he's going to be short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Good stop there from the Bengals, and we'll see what they can do here now with a 3rd and 1, it looks like.
Yep. Kareem Jennings on that tackle along with number 52.
Devontae James.
Mr. James. He's been busy all night. Again up the middle, found a crease. No secret, no mystery. Bread and butter for the Warriors as they pound it right up the middle. On that drive, on this drive, they went to the left. Excuse me, they went to the right, then they went to the left, and that was up the middle, picking up a first down as they are now in the red zone. 3:27 and counting to go in the first half.
Walsh usually has 3 men in the backfield. They motion him out.
Kershaw he'll keep the ball as he tries the side. He stopped his feet and he paid for it. So good job there by number 7, Chris Maloney.
A little talking there, a little fighting there. They might throw some flags here. And here Walsh and Benedictine fans getting a little rowdy down there. They did not like that hit. Walsh did not like it, but he was still in bounds, so it was a legal hit.
It was a very legal hit. He just stopped his feet before he stopped out of bounds, and as a defender, you can't take any chances. You gotta make sure he's out of bounds. So looks like number 5 is coming out of the game.
Walsh starting to get loud. They're shuffling a couple guys out. That's Kenmari Hayes, and it looks like number 4, Eric Cloud, coming out of the game as well. And Gabe Oltoski I saw run on there.
So the Bengals put in a different defensive package, some fresh legs, and let's see if they can make a play. Kershaw with the ball, right up the middle again. And Bremer grinds it out for a tough about 5 yards. So it'll be 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Those yards after contact have been kind of huge for Walsh. They've gotten a couple first downs after that. And Bengals got to get ready on defense. Got to get set quick.
You're absolutely right, Aiden. They got to wrap up and bring the ball down, carry it down on the first contact.
And we see about 2 minutes, 35 seconds and running here in the first half.
Bremer in the backfield with Kershaw. Kershaw gets the ball. He's looking, dancing up front. He does step up in the pocket, falls forward, almost gets the first down. But this kid has got some moxie.
Looks
he
like
has got some moxie.
They're going to call it a 4th down.
4th and about 1.
This is huge. Bengal fans got to get loud here.
Got to keep those chains intact.
Yeah, again, a little too much yardage there. We almost got the sack on him, but 4th and 1. The Bengal defense has to stand strong here.
Yep, our inside linebackers have got to make that play and watch Kershaw. They know he's going to run the football. They got to stay clean. They got to stay free so they can skate to him and bring him down without him doing minimal damage. Oh, great job, Bengals. Great job, Iliano. Great job, Slimp. Look like the ball is on the field. Is the ball on the field?
It looks like they might give it to him, but it was a great initial stand. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, it's going to be really close here.
Bremer was the ball carrier on that play.
Looks like they're
great job out of Bengals. And
looks like it's going to be a first down.
The
nope, they're bringing out the
Warriors
change.
are saying it's the first down.
Looks like they're going to bring out the change.
That looks like a bad spot.
Yeah, it was initially he hit him again behind the line of scrimmage, but I don't know after the contact where he fell. There was a huge dog pile almost in the middle of the field, so we'll see where the sticks show it.
They don't have it. We got it.
They don't got it.
We got it. Good job, Bengal defense.
And that will completely
bend, but don't break.
Yeah, I mean, that completely switches momentum again. Your motivation just completely changes. Great stand by the defense. Again, Anthony Iliano, number 74, the big man, gets in there, stops him right at the line of scrimmage. He falls but can't get the first down. First down for the Bengals.
Yep, an excellent job by Slimp on that play as well as Kareem Jennings. And the defense grew up on that play.
Yeah.
They grew up on that play big time. That was huge going into halftime.
Minute 40 left here in the second quarter, and we'll see what the Bengals can do. They might just try to run the ball, maybe run the clock a little bit, take it to halftime. They've gotten a bit lucky here with that interception and that 4th down stop. They definitely stopped the Walsh from taking a big lead here.
That is such a mental boost, Aiden, for the defense and the defensive coordinator who made the call. They know they can do it now. They just have to keep doing it.
Yep.
So main thing is not to turn the ball over here. Looks like Walsh is going to try to keep the Bengals down here in the red zone by calling timeout and get the ball back. That's the first timeout they've used tonight.
Yep, not shocking to see a timeout there by Walsh. And of course, Benny's just going to kind of want to be a little conservative here and just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock running, especially when they're backed up here on the 10 of their own territory.
What more can a young team do than have a big play like that in 4th down going into the end of the first half to help them have confidence and mature.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, that's why the Bengals have the lead, because they've made those big plays already. That 4th and 1 at the first drive for Walsh, they stopped him inside the 10. They also had that interception, which led to a touchdown, and that's why they would not have that lead without those huge plays. So Benedictine's winning that. They're also winning, with the penalties and all that, and they're going to make little mistakes, as we've seen on special teams already, but that's just to be expected early in the season here.
So, Bengal Nation, I'm sure you're pleased so far, knowing we did leave some plays out on the field, but this young Bengal team is scrappy, and they are making some plays on both offense and defense. Kaltenbach back to throw, man, wide open. Number 3, breaks the tackle. Now it's a track meet. Don't look back. You got a guy with an angle on him. Slows down, tries to cut it back in. You got to hold on to that football and get on the ground. Referee's not going to call it. Everybody's jumping on the pile, and he called him down before Walsh was able to snatch the ball away.
Great play, a little out route there, and he just threw the ball to Jace Ellis, and he did the rest. He got about, I would say, 40, 50 yards there, and Bengals are going to hurry the line with 1:15 left and rolling.
And the Bengals had botched the snap. Looks like this is going to be Walsh ball. I don't know what they were trying to do.
Yeah, we talked about these mistakes and how the Bengals have won, and the big mistake factor of this game. But that one, yikes, that you got to take advantage of that there. And on the snap, I don't know what happened there, but it looks like they just slapped it right out of Lucas's hand, or I don't even know if that was still with the center. It just looked really bad.
Yeah, I saw Kaltenbach running up real fast to gain control of the ball, but it looked like the Warrior defender had already fell on it.
I'm guessing Brian Underwood, the center, he slipped with the ball in his hand. Once you move it, it's a live ball. It's free. So
that's right.
Walsh was smart enough to grab it, and they got it first down at their own 39-yard line. Unfortunate for the Bengals, couldn't take advantage of that great play by Jace Ellis and Lucas Kaltenbach to get him inside the 40-yard line of Walsh.
So the momentum swings back to the Warriors. 1:12 to go. 3-point lead, 2-point lead for the Bengals. Kershaw rolls out to the right, throws it in the ground. Receiver couldn't handle it. He went to one of his favorite targets, number 11, on that play, Gabe Gardner.
But again, to be expected, again, a young team. Brian Underwood did not start at center last year. It was Joe McDonald who, again, graduated. So you're just to be expected. We're going to go through these little lumps here, and we're just going to have to work out the kinks, especially at halftime, about a minute here.
That the key is not to make too big of a mistake that we can't overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get pressure. Jennings almost had him. Comes to the back. Ball's on the ground. I think we got it back. Referee's right there. Bengal ball. Slimp comes out of the pile with the ball. Excellent play.
That was a great play. I didn't catch a number, but he came right behind the quarterback and stripped the ball. Great play by the Bengals again. Flipped of momentum, and the Bengals are around the 33-yard line. I think they're going to mark it. So 58 seconds left. I think one timeout the Bengals still have, and they're ready to go. You see Slumps on the sideline. He is hyped up.
Oh, Slimp is hyped up, man. He's fired up. He didn't stop on that play. He's got a high motor anyway. Mm-hmm. And he threw his man to the side, turned around, and saw Kershaw right there and couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Just tried to corral him, was able to slip the ball, knock the ball out of his hands, and the Bengals were able to come up with it. Good job by Jennings on that play with pressure as well, but excellent job by young defense. Another big play.
And he's got the turnover helmet now. AJ Slumps. They got a little turnover helmet down there. It looks like a little construction hat.
Construction hat, yeah.
You love to see it for the Bengals.
All right.
But yeah, again, these changes of momentum right there. It was a great play. Finally, the Bengals get the pressure they needed on Kershaw and force a fumble. They need to take advantage of this now, though. 58 seconds left again on the 33-yard line.
And this is what we hope we're going to see all during the season with these young Bengals. Getting better every play, getting better every game, every quarter. having a short memory, forgetting about the mistakes, because you're going to have them with a young team, and not getting down on each other, not getting down on yourself, and just fighting through that and coming up with the big play, as Slimp did right there.
You got to congratulate this defense right now. They're coming up with big plays, especially with Lucas Kaltenbach and some newcomers on offense. They're just going to have to both go through their lumps, but it's great that the defense is holding their own right now.
Kaltenbach, twins to the left, screen play. He's got it, man. Good job, Reed, as Bell made the tackle for the Warriors.
You see that clock still ticking down to 48 seconds. And they're going to stop it to move the chain, so it stopped at 48 with Bengals on the 23-yard line. Now it's rolling.
Ball security is the key.
Spike there. I guess that's a smart play for the moment. I would say they could have probably ran a play there, but 38 seconds left. I guess they just didn't want to rush it, take any chances, which is smart.
Well, we have 2 timeouts left. I guess they want to try to get close enough to maybe they can try a kick and don't have to rush the kicker out on the field. But we're going to have to pick up some significant yards, and it would be good to get the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Underwood, snap clean, throw clean, catch clean. Good job. Now they can call a timeout. And that was well executed by Coach Prevesk and the offense of the Bengals.
Yeah, now the Bengals I think it's going to be 3rd and about 4 down there. And they could start trying to take some shots at the end zone. Or, well, they'll probably most likely attempt to pick up this first down and then start taking some shots into the end zone. But you already see Lucas Kaltenbach with 2 touchdowns in this first half. And very little mistakes here. Just a couple incomplete passes that could have been completed, but mostly a really good half from him.
The Bengals in the timeout. I'm pretty sure they're discussing number 1, ball security, number 2, execution.
Yeah, they just gotta keep the ball away from any Walsh defenders, hold it tight. And hopefully they can put this one in the end zone or at least get a field goal off this drive here. Again, 32 seconds left.
Reed lets his man go. He's caught the ball. Good catch. Oh, no. Incomplete pass.
Now, honestly, it is a 4th down now, but that might have actually worked out for the Bengals that he dropped that ball. I didn't see him getting any yards on that play as he got stuffed. And now the clock is stopped. So Bengals will keep the offense out there and try to get another 4th down like they did earlier in the game, which resulted in a touchdown nonetheless.
One thing Coach Prevesk will take a look at that play and see that Reed has to get a chip on that rusher to slow him down just a little bit so that Kaltenbach can have a good, clean path to throw him the football. I think it was a good call. I think it was a real good call. And what we have? Timeout, Bengals.
Yikes, that was not great by the Bengals time management there. They should have gotten that play off the time the clock was running out for them. They had to either take a timeout or take the penalty. So 4th and 4, now they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was not good execution, Aiden. And they probably should have called 2 plays in the huddle.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, before the incomplete pass to Reed, they should have called 2 plays in the huddle. That way, they get to the line of scrimmage, they run the play, probably just a run play up the middle, and then we can save that timeout so we can get the special teams unit out on the field to try a field goal. Now the play has to be to the sidelines.
Yeah. 4th and 3 again, 27 seconds left here in this second quarter.
Looks like he's going to go to this twin side to the left. Yep, he's going to go left as I thought. And he's got a man.
Oh, that looks like a hold.
Is there a penalty? Did they throw the ball? No flag, huh?
Now, the ball wasn't really, I would say they probably would have called it if the ball was closer to the receiver. Unfortunately, it was offline. 1st and 10 for Walsh. Bengals could not capitalize on the fumble, and hopefully this doesn't come back to bite them here.
Might have been a blown route, too.
Yeah, I assume, honestly, Walsh might just kneel it out here. 22 seconds left. They've had two, bad turnovers, and they got stopped in the red zone a couple times. I think they're just going to try to take this one to halftime. They might just do a run play.
Yeah, Kershaw, he just takes a knee, and we'll go into the locker rooms. Has been a very long but enjoyable first half, and the Bengals have come out on top with a lot of big plays on defense and on offense. So as the first half winds down, the Bengals will take a 12-10 lead into halftime. Get your popcorn, folks, refresh your drink, and come on back and join us in the second half. We'll be right back.
How do you have a cupola in marching band?
We usually have
The video won 6 nominations for the 1986 MTV Video Music Awards for its innovative video, where a cartoon figure beckons the reader to enjoy the comic. From the Norwegian pop group Aha, we hope you enjoy Take On Me.
You can't feel it or it's robbing cake. No, it's really bad. It's really bad. little.
Strong with your 2022 Benedictine Beaumont marching band.
And welcome back to Euclid High School Football Stadium, where the Bengals of Benedictine are in the lead 12-10 over the Warriors of Walsh Jesuit. An very exciting first half, a lot of big plays, some turnovers. Aiden, what do you think is going to happen in the second half?
Well, Walsh is going to open up with the ball, so the Bengals will have to have an early stop here and then hopefully get that ball back and put it in the end zone. I do see a good second half as the rain is gone now. It was funny. Right as halftime started, the rain goes away. Right, couldn't have gone away in the first half. But nonetheless, 20 seconds here until kickoff, and we'll get the second half underway.
Bengals offense being led by number 15, Luke Kaltenbach. Luke started off hot, 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns, not many snafus. But then missed on a couple plays, a bot snap, turned the ball over right before the end of the first half. But I don't think we've had any laundry on the field, Aiden.
No, not much. I mean, maybe a penalty here and there, but if that really. It's been a pretty clean game in the penalty section for the Bengals, which is a great thing, especially with this young team. That was definitely a problem a couple years ago, but Coach Good and the rest of the coaches definitely have practiced discipline with this team, and it's good to see, especially with their age and how young they are, that
Yes.
they're very disciplined.
Yes, and that is a very positive sign. Very positive sign. So, like Aiden said, Walsh Jesuit Warriors will start off with the football. They're seasoned, very calm, and effective quarterback tonight. And in many cases, Ryan Kersher leads their team back out on the field, and as they warm up, they head to the sidelines, and they'll be coming out shortly to kick the game for the second half.
Now it will be interesting how the teams will kind of change their game plan now that the rain is gone for now. It does look like it might come back a bit later, but for right now we're clear, and hopefully it stays that way. We'll see. It's still obviously going to be wet on the field, and yeah, it does look like it is going to rain a little bit in the next hour, but for right now we are clear. But definitely a lot more passes I think we'll see from Walsh on this drive and trying to get a little momentum going, and Bengals will have to shut them down. They've been pretty good on most of their pass plays. Definitely sometimes they left the guy open, but again, to be expected with the youth on this team. But just try to close those holes and knock those passes down, and then create some turnovers like we have earlier. Again, Benedictine has been winning those big plays, and Walsh could have definitely put some more points on the board. They probably left about 21 points, off the board, so it could have gotten really bad for the Bengals, but they've made some big plays, and that's honestly what's winning them this game right now. So hopefully the Bengals can take advantage of some of their mistakes like they did with the interception and the touchdown pass from Lucas Kaltenbach as they're going out here to kick it off for the second half.
So the Bengals being led and rushing by Reed, the running back, starting running back, and like my partner says, Lucas Kaltenbach, the leading passer for the Bengals in this first half. Again, a young team on offense and on both defense, but they do have some seasoned veterans in some key positions with Kareem and Iliano, Morrissey, Dinwiddie, number 52 as well. Very good ball player. No, there he goes. That's the guy that they did not want to get the ball and kick it right to him, and they were able to take it back. Flag on the field. Looks like it might be coming back.
Now we'll see what this is. I don't know what they're going to call it here, but yeah, again, another error by this Bengals special teams. And we kind of knew that was going to be a bit of a rough spot, as they did have to replace their kicker and their punter in the offseason, which were both Christian Cora, who was very, very good. But we'll see what happens here. I don't know what this penalty is going to be. It was pretty late.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to stand. The player's going to stand. Face mask against the Bengals.
Yep, so touchdown.
So touchdown, Walsh, and they start off this second half like a rocket right off the launch pad.
Yep, tough, very tough. Again, the Bengals, that's definitely been their low point of this game as their special teams. You talk about 2 missed opportunities on PATs, a very short punt with a lot of pressure on A.J. Green, so really nothing against him there. He just couldn't really get it off well, and then right there they allow a touchdown on the kickoff, and they've only been squibbing it. I don't think James Cole is ready right now to be kicking it to the end zone.
Devontae James was the other name I was trying to remember, but again, and the extra point is good. And the Walsh Jesuit Warriors start off the second half of this contest on fire, as they're one of the most exciting players on the team, Trey Bell, a player that Coach Good was really concerned about keeping him bottled up. You can see what he can do with the football once he gets his hands on it. And he was able to take it to the house that time on the kickoff coverage team, and there was a lot of disciplines broken on that play. Guys out of their lanes. Nobody really put a hand on him, so it wasn't any missed tackles. But you really got to be careful. You got to take a look back there and see who's back there when you kick that ball, when you got people like him that special receiving the ball.
So that face mask does turn out to bite the Bengals, as Walsh is now going to kick it at the Bengals' own 45-yard line. That is a crazy penalty of 15 yards there. So I think, honestly, he's just going to try to put this one inside the 10 and then force the Bengals to run it back, and then they're going to pin them deep. So it really hurt the Bengals with that late face mask again. And definitely did not want to let up that kick return touchdown. It only took 10 seconds off the clock, and the Warriors got the lead.
So now we're going to test the Bengals' resolve again. They played from behind early in the game when Walsh took a 3-0 lead on a great defensive stand on the first drive of the game by the Bengal defense. Bengals came back and scored 6 points. Botts scored the next 12 points. Botts both extra point tries. And now Walsh Jesuit has fought back and took the lead. So 17-12, 11:50 to go in the third quarter.
Really like to see the run game get going here. We need Luke Reed to kind of get us down the field. I think, honestly, the Bengals offense works with these short passes to the outside. And I think that's really just how it's going to have to be today. Just dump passes to Jace Ellis have looked to work and just kind of get Lucas in a bit of a rhythm here.
And he hasn't gotten the ball to his big tight end, Kareem Jennings, at all tonight either. We'll see if we try to get him in his hands. He can be a dangerous weapon on the field. Good defense right there as they fill the hole, as it looks like it was number 26 on that tackle for Walsh Jesuit. That'll be John Keogh. Good job stopping Reed right there in the hole. A pickup of maybe one. And it's second down and 9.
Yep, I think the Bengals are kind of going to be forced to go to the air here. Either this play or next play. We'll see how this one ends up.
Kaltenbach gets the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got good protection. He delivers. And good defense right there. Number 2 on the play for Jesuit, Quentin Walton, the senior wide receiver and defensive back. Ball was intended to go to number 3 for the Bengals.
Looks like they're calling a holding on the Bengals.
Jace Ellis.
They're going to back them up 10 here.
Oh, we got some laundry on the field.
Yep.
I can't remember another penalty on the Bengals today. I believe that's their first one. And it looks like they're going to decline it and make it 3rd and long. It's a good call, the right call by the Walsh Jesuit coach.
Yep, the Bengals will be forced to go to the air again, and hopefully Lucas can just get under control here and try to take back this game for the Bengals.
Every good offense has a bread and butter pass. We'll see if we can get to the chains and get a completion to get the first down. Snaps low, good blocking, ball's delivered, good catch, and great catch by number 80 right there. Wow, he showed some hands on that one. That's J.J. Baldwin, a sophomore, showing big playability right there.
Yep, he goes up and grabs that ball, gets at the high point. That's what you have to do as a receiver, and that's what they preach here at Benedictine. Catch it at its high point, and that was a great play. Look at the first down. Good pass by Lucas, but even a better catch by J.J. Baldwin.
Yeah, I was impressed by the ball placement by Kaltenbach on that. Looks like Ileano's waiting for a call. He's not getting it. He got it.
Looks like they're going to go to the air.
Motion.
Maybe a jet.
Look like a
Nope.
jet, but they fake it. And there's a wheel route, and he's wide open, and he's going. Number 26 trying to catch him. He won't catch him. Great job. Great job by Kaltenbach on that play. The offensive line, and Aiden just what the doctor ordered.
Yep, Luke Reed out the backfield, gets the pass. He didn't drop that one. He took it all the way to the house. That makes up for that early drop we saw, and I think it was the Bengals' second drive. And touchdown Bengals, they got the lead right back. Yep, they got to keep that offense out there. There's no way they take them off. The fans are even chanting 2. You got to go up by 3 here. It's a 1-point lead right now, 18-17
Exactly,
for the Bengals.
and I think that the coaches taled about it at
there they
halftime, and this is going to be, I think, the regular practice for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
This game is too close. So, folks, we got a good one. 10:27 left to go in the third quarter. Walsh came out on fire, scored. Bengals come out on fire, scored. 2-point conversion, reverse. Kaltenbach kind of lost his footing. He's just going to go down and be careful. Play it safe.
There's a flag, and it looks like it's going to be on holding on Walsh. It looks like it's going to be holding on Walsh.
So number 7 for Walsh got caught with his hand inside the cookie jar, folks, without asking. Robert McFerrin.
And that was on the opposite side of the field where Lucas was going to. He was rolling to the right. That was on the way left side. And give the Bengals another chance. He'll probably get it on the one. I think they'll move him up about a half a yard to about the 1 yard line. So honestly, we see Gabe Boltowski going back out there. Could be, he's a fullback, so he could get it up the gut and try to just push it in there.
I like this left side with Iliano and Morris on the left side, giving a nice quick hitter, put Kareem over there, just mano on mano. And let's just move these Warriors out of the way and get into the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to the I formation.
Or Luke can go ahead and take it. You know, Bengals, Luke checking with the sidelines. That's Kaltenbach. Kareem switches to the other side. They reverse it out. Too much time. Too much time. Too much time.
Not a big fan of that play call there. I think, on the 1 yard line, he just kind of busted up the gut. And
yeah, a little bit of a quick hitter.
Yeah, and I would have almost rathered Lucas to fake that ball and then just run it to the right. He would have had, been wide open. Not the best play call right there, but 18-17, the Bengals still have the lead here. And then now we're going to have to kick it off where, what happened last time. So
don't kick it to Bell. So the 2-point conversion comes up nil. 10:27 left to go in the third quarter. Bengals up by a point, 18-17, answering Walsh Jesuit's first possession and score. Their kickoff return and score for the touchdown to take the lead. The Bengals march down the field with a huge Carlton back to Reed wheel route for the touchdown.
The one thing definitely is you see the Bengals with 18 points, but they've scored 3 touchdowns. They have not completed a PAT this game.
Ball's on the ground again. He's got to scramble for it. He's down. And good job kicking it away from number 3.
That was a good play by the Walsh player there, just to fall on it, take the smart play, don't get up and maybe take a hit and, the ball flies out. They'll have it at the 15. That's finally the Bengals can pin them inside the 20 on a kickoff. That was the first kickoff we've seen that was very successful.
I just saw Trey Bell limp off the field. I'm not really upset about that. That young man can turn it around in a heartbeat. But I do really hope that he's okay and he can return to competition real soon.
Yeah, you always, hope nobody's seriously injured here. So that's a game of football, though.
Calm, cool, and collected. Kersher. And the Bengals stack them up on defense on that right side. Great effort by the young Bengal defense. Bremer on the carry. And it looks like Slimp was there on the tackle getting up last, along with number 2, Calvin Gore.
Well, 2 of the last 3 Benedictine Walsh meetings have ended in overtime, both won by the Bengals. But you kind of wonder if this game is headed the same way.
Pass and catch right there. Good tackle by Maloney, number 7. They'll pick up about 8, and they'll be third down and a long one, maybe 2.
And
Rain returns.
Good defense by the Bengals there. Make them earn it on third down here. Up.
Good discipline by the Bengal defense.
Yep, try to get them to jump. They're disciplined, though. We haven't seen any offsides from them today.
Kersher gets the signal from the sideline. Looks over his offense. Trips on the left. Twins on the right. It's been a good time to blitz. Don't let him out of the pocket. And they're not. But he gets rid of the football and he puts it right into the turf. So Slimp again with pressure on Kersher, and Slimp is playing a hell of a game tonight.
Yeah, definitely making his presence known as the Bengals defense forces a 3-and-out, one of the first, if not the first 3-and-out of the night. Now Walsh will have to punt it deep in their own territory, and hopefully the Bengals will get some good field positioning here.
You know who I haven't seen much of tonight? I haven't seen Jacob Dolan.
Yeah, they
he
definitely.
was a good ball player for us last year. Grew up a lot, and I guess they're working on depth.
Yeah, he'll definitely come in when the Bengals want to sack. He's kind of scrappy. He'll get into the backfield pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's been a difference maker. Last year, he really helped us a lot. Good catch, and he's making advance, and oh! He was about to put it in that third gear, Aiden.
Yeah, that was a very good return as it stands. But that Walsh defender just got his arm out to trip him, and sadly he couldn't break it for more. It looked like Ryan Knesny?
I believe that was
returning. Sorry, I didn't catch the number.
I think
on
there was
that
number 30 on that.
30?
On that, yeah. Antonio Hobbs.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, a sophomore, folks, and looking really bright for the future of the Bengal program, with a couple of flashes from a couple of sophomores.
Yep, and now you can kind of see the special teams getting up there. They're getting up to speed now with the rest of the team, and you'd love to see it. Working out those kinks again.
It takes time to get used to game speed and intensity. Kaltenbach, stretch play, good hole there by Eliano and Morris, and we pick up of about 6.
Luke Reed having a very nice stay on the ground here and in the air as that huge catch for that touchdown, making up for the early drop. And you love to see the young man, getting some great time here and definitely doing his job well as he gets 5 yards on that first down.
A little different dimension of what we are used to last year, but
For
very
sure.
effective. Look at him carry those defenders forward. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he carried him about another 3-4 yards.
Yeah, there was definitely a bit of a worry was his size, but he's definitely grown a lot more in these last couple of years, and he can take some hits. He really can, and now
He's
at 3rd and
showing
2 here.
He's showing it. He's definitely been squatting, because
Yeah.
that leg churning right there is what squatters do. Kaltenbach under center, short down here, turn, give to Reed. Reed's going to get it. He is not going to get it.
Looks like he swallowed up at the 30-yard line, just a half a yard short there.
And we got penalty on the play.
A lot of guys in the booth are saying there should have been a bit of an offsides there on Walsh Jesuit, but we don't see either of the refs pull out their flags here. And
I thought he got some yards.
I don't know if I agree with that positioning. It looked like he got to his forward momentum was at the 30-yard line.
Exactly.
Now where he ran out of bounds, I don't know, but
All right, let's get it together. Turn, give real quick.
Oh.
And he squirts through. There it is, folks. There goes that man. There
Wow.
goes that man. So, number 24 sneaks into the game and runs into the end zone. Beltowski.
he was gone for a minute. It looked like he just disappeared in that pile. I thought for sure he was down on the ground. I thought they were well short. Then he just bounces it out and then breaks it for a touchdown. And I think everybody lost some. It was a great, I guess I would say not a fake, but great handoff by Lucas Kaltenbach, because everyone thought Luke Reed got it. And you see how hyped Gabe Beltowski is on the sideline. Great play by him. You love to see it.
And great point, Aiden. The ball handling of Kaltenbach on that play was excellent. Get there.
And he's going to get there. Yes. So the Bengals complete on the two-point conversion, puts them up 9, 26-17.
Wow. Great drive to answer for the Bengals. Good job by that young defense getting the ball back to the offense. And an excellent drive. Great job by Coach Prives to make the right calls and great execution by that offense.
Yeah, the Bengals are really starting to kind of pull away here, and they're with those 2 touchdowns there. You see Luke Reed on the sideline. He looks a little tired. He's talking to the trainer there, but hopefully he's all good, as you can see him on your screen right now.
Bengals are trying to put doubt in the Walsh Jesuit Warriors' minds, but folks, we know that story. These guys are formidable foes, and they will fight to the end.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this game is far from over.
And the Bengals know that. They've experienced, Walsh in the past, obviously, many years in a row now. So they know they'll never go away completely.
It's just so good to see the young Bengals step up and make plays, especially early in the season. We don't have to wait until they get some games underneath their belt. Good hit right there.
That's the kicker, James Cole. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
the kicker.
there you go.
You like to
All
see
right.
him making tackles on his own play. See Gabe Beltoski hyping him up on your
The
screen
kicker
right there.
is not scared.
No, he's a great soccer player as well, and great senior, great guy all around, and just love to see.
Boy, he'll never forget that one.
No, that was a good hit, and he's been in on a couple tackles because of his short kickoffs. He gets down there quickly, and he's a bigger guy. He can take a hit for sure and deliver a hit.
There you go. So Kershaw starts the offense, and he looks to run again. Linebacker sitting waiting for him. Kareem Jennings pulls him down from behind. Excuse me, not Kareem Jennings, but number 10 that time, Cam Brown, who, if you remember, made a great catch in the second quarter.
And you see the Bengals changing to what Walsh is doing. They're stopping the QB rushes now, and he only got 1 to 2 yards. Earlier in the game, he could have broken that for over 10, but they're slowing him down on his feet and in the air.
2nd and 8. Kershaw, pistol, snap, fakes it, pump it, trying to hide the ball, sees a man, throws it, got him, missed tackle, another missed tackle. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one should not have happened, but just a little too much time. They should have gotten a sack there. Gave him too much time to make a play. It was a good play by Kershaw. It's just going to result in a big play for Walsh. 5:56 left in the third here.
Gavin Gabinour on the catch, hands the ball off to his running back. That would be Bremer.
Again, we got to see the Bengals stand tall here deep in their territory as they're approaching the red zone.
That defensive line has got to get some penetrations, a nice rotation going. I see Iliano's out of the game.
Yeah, he needs a breather once in a while.
Yes. They got to keep those guys standing up. Make sure you shadow the quarterback, string it out, he throws it away.
There we go. Great. You saw number 2, Calvin Gore, the linebacker, the transfer, coming in and putting some pressure on the quarterback, Ryan, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds there for the incompletion, 3rd and 5.
So the Bengals got to dig deep again. 3rd down. 4 yards to go. 5:15 left to go. Clock has stopped because of the incomplete pass. Kershaw in the pistol. He's got Bremer on his right. Can't quite make out the number on the left. Up. Missed tackle. Missed tackle, and he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close there. Yeah, it definitely was a bit of a missed tackle, but again, these Walsh running backs are very good at breaking that initial contact. Looks like he might be short.
He's going to be short.
Yeah, obviously.
I spoke too soon.
Obviously, Walsh will keep their offense out there with this 4th and inches here and just try to probably just move the middle of the field, create a gap and get open. And
Jameer Church on the missed tackle. Young player, 10th grader, sophomore. He's just got to squeeze when you get to that ball carry. I'm pretty sure he'll get better as time goes on. 4th and 1.
See 3 men in the backfield again for Walsh.
I'm pretty sure he give it to Bremer. No, he gives it to the other guy, and he stopped right there. He didn't get it. Wow.
Is this another 4th?
Aiden, how many is that today?
That looks like 2, yep, where they're marking he's well short of the line to gain.
Oh, my goodness, that Bengal defense.
It's a 1st down, Bengals.
1st down, Benedictine.
Again, the Bengals get another stop. You see how hyped the coaches are. again, those big plays. That's fourth, I think the second, maybe even the third time they stop him on that fourth down and short. It's really good to see for this young Bengals defense to stop him.
Slimp, he stuck his nose in there again. Aiden came up with a big stop, and the rest of the linebacker core, that defensive line, great job, Bengals. I mean, these guys are really making some plays tonight when they need to make them as well.
Exactly, and they kind of had the same, method they did last year. I don't know if it's intentional, but the bend but don't break. They let them into their territory, but then they just shut them down right what's inside the 30 or the 20-yard line.
And how about the coaching staff rotating these guys in, getting the playmakers in? Ball's on the ground. It's up, and he's on the end zone. Wow. Just like that. Just like that, folks. Walsh comes up with 6 points. Can't put the ball on the ground.
Well, yeah, we talked about, the change in momentum here, and it couldn't have been more, relevant right there. We get a huge stop on 4th and 1, and then fumble it, give it right back to him for 6.
He turned and gave it to Reed. Reed never had the football. I never saw him really control the ball.
No, I guess
it is a bit of a drizzle here right now, so the rain and the precipitation on the ball could have had a lot to do with it.
And once again, the Bengals don't really take advantage. Sometimes they have, but right there they just did not take advantage of that 4th and 1 stop by their defense.
Walsh lines up for the extra point. Googly dust. Kick, up, and good. So the defense of the Warriors turning their first big play of the game and made it into a score, and they climbed within 2 of the Bengals, 24-26. 4:03 left to go in the third quarter. Kaltenbach will be back out on the field with the offense, and they'll try to right that wrong in the last possession.
Yeah, very disappointing turn of events there for the Bengals, and Walsh just capitalized on the mistake. And they'll definitely have to bounce back here, and it starts with the kickoff. We need a good return, get them into good field position, and then let Lucas work.
The Bengals have been good all night, having a short memory, bouncing back after big plays made by Walsh Jesuit. Let's see what they can do with this possession right here. Be great to see them keep the ball the whole quarter and punch it out with a score.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost a must for a touchdown. Anything less is just huge momentum for Walsh. And, they got to punch this right in the end zone. And, yes, it would be nice to clear the whole third quarter here as there is 4:03 left.
Starting to get into a high-scoring game. Over 50 points put up by both teams. Good job corralling the football. Going to try to make it upfield. Hold on to the ball. It's Cloud. And he makes it out about the 22-yard line. So Eric Cloud gets the ball out to the 22-yard line, and the Bengals, led by their sophomore quarterback, Lucas Kaltenbach, will start the series of downs.
Yep, we'll see how he bounces back, and that definitely can. I know that was on more of Luke Reed, but that can definitely just ruffle everybody's feathers after a play like that. You just gotta, again, like you said earlier, John, you just kind of have to. In football, you have to have a short memory. You got to forget that.
Here. Kaltenbach in the pistol. Reed switches over to the right. Kaltenbach has the ball, fakes it a little, tosses it out to Jennings, and he was trying to take off before he secured the football, and you got to catch the ball first, Kareem.
In Kareem's defense, it wasn't the best placed ball. It was a bit low on his body, but definitely one he should have came up with. Again, exactly what you said. He was thinking about, turning around and running before catching that ball, which is, you even see that in the NFL these days. It happens. You just gotta kind of work that out of your game. They'll definitely practice that during this week of practice here. They'll get out that kink.
Yeah, Kareem is a good player. He'll bounce back. Lucas, deep drop, man open. He's got it. He's got to get past Bell. That's a tough one to get past, and he doesn't make it. But an excellent pass there by Lucas again. Another Aiden dime. Dropped right there in the bucket. Excellent design play, too, by Coach Previs. Good protection by the offensive line. The Bengals advance into Warrior territory.
Yeah, I mean, Jace Ellis has been very good for the Bengals. Definitely the best receiver today, so I think they should keep looking in his direction.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's Maloney, it looks like.
Yep, you got to commend Walsh there. They put up a wall, and Maloney not gonna find any sort of hole there.
Yeah. He saw about 2 or 3 guys there. I think I saw him stick his neck into his shoulders and slow down a little bit. That's when you got to speed up. You got to step on the gas before you make the contact, so you'll be the hammer and not the nail.
No, honestly,
2nd down and 10.
I want to see Lucas Kaltenbach just drop it off to Jace. I like to see him work and get some yards. It seems to work, as we've seen earlier, as he's out completely alone with only one man at the top of your screen.
Okay, and there's Jennings. He's open. Ball is lobbed. Jennings, interference.
Oh, that's, pass interference for sure.
Yep. Interference. None at the line of scrimmage. So there's no holding on the offensive line.
I'm looking around here. It doesn't look like there's any. You just gotta be careful. But yeah, definitely a pass interference. I don't know. The ball was a bit wobbly and a bit underthrown.
Yes, it was.
And nothing to blame Luke. I mean, Lucas. It's still raining out here. That would have been a very tough ball. Kareem was running, well open towards the end zone. But the Bengals will get a first down, and that's all we can really ask for here.
I tell you what, this Prevest guy, he's got some guts, don't he?
Yeah, that was
with drizzle, ball is slippery. We already put it on the ground a couple series back, and he goes with a trick play, which was wide open, but Kaltenbach, like you said, couldn't get the ball there in time, but the defense bailed us out, and we're in the red zone. Yeah,
it wasn't a bad pass by Lucas. It was a little bit wobbly, but again, like I said, to be expected with this rain. It's just so tough to throw. To make that long throw would have been very hard for him.
Wheel route again, wide open. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he put a little too much there. Looks like the coaches are just telling him to settle down here, and that's definitely something you got to be aware. He's still young. You got to take that into factor. It's getting close in this game, and he's going to feel the pressure a little bit.
Yep, I agree.
Definitely a little bit of a missed opportunity.
Sure, but he, like you said, he's growing as well, and he'll come back and make a play. But that's one I know he surely wishes he could have back.
Yep, like we said, just got to have a short memory here.
Yep, 2nd down. Kaltenbach on the center. He gives it to Reed. Reed punches it up inside. Gets about 2 or 3 yards. 3rd down and long.
Decent run there. Hopefully the Bengals will just kind of drop it off. I'm thinking they're just going to do a little dump pass and then let the receiver run with it. Maybe another wheel route will work.
It's a little short of field for a wheel route, but a nice quick hitter, or like you say, a flare pass to Reed over in the flats. Once he secures the protection of Kaltenbach, as he's joined in the backfield by number 24, Botovsky. He goes the opposite way, but he's trying to get it to him.
Ill-advised pass.
Out of bounds. Yep. Out of bounds.
It was out of bounds, but Lucas, he's very young, but yeah, off his back foot there, he was running completely away from that pass. So I think next time he'll know, just kind of throw that away. But we definitely got away with one there. I believe they're just going to keep the offense out on the field. I don't see the kicker, James Cole, coming out here, and it looks like they're going to stay with the offense.
Yeah, conditions are not well enough to bring the kicker out, along with some inexperience. So we're going to go with Luke Kaltenbach, and so he will deliver. Trips, Reed to the right, trips to the right, turns, looks, throws, and incomplete, well defended as he tried to get it to Cloud in the flats. So the Bengals will turn the ball over on downs. Warriors have some momentum, And we'll see what Mr. Kersher can do with the offense with 1:34 left to go in the third. Bengals up by 2.
Well, I would say a big thing for both teams is missed opportunities, and you saw it there with that pass to Luke Reed, which is a bit offline, a bit high for him, and you saw it with Walsh on their 4th down and 1s, that interception in the red zone, a couple, field goals that the Bengals forced, and definitely the Bengals are having trouble of capitalizing on these opportunities here, and it could come to bite them down the stretch here.
The Warriors, 1st and 10. Kersher gets the snap, gives it to Bremer. He tries that side. Good job right there. Wrapped up hard and tough by James.
Yeah, we see Walsh almost all the time. They've done it in years prior too. They always got 3 men in the backfield, one guy on either side of the quarterback to try to fool the defense, but it hasn't done too much to get under the skin of the Bengal defense here, as we have about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this third quarter.
So Bremer and Hayes in the backfield. Bell flanked out to the right. Goes up top, short. Ball's picked off. Taking it back. Pass to number 30. There he goes again. He's a bad, bad man. Again, Antonio Hobbs with a big play. He had a nice kickoff return, and that time it was able to come up with a short pass by the quarterback, Kersher, and took it back to the Warriors territory inside the red zone, where he was tackled at the 9-yard line.
I got to commend him there. I really thought that pass was going to fly over his head, but he tracked it down very well. He got the pick. That's a hard thing to do. Sometimes catching the most wide open passes are kind of the hardest thing to do, but he took it back and puts the Bengals in a 1st and goal opportunity here. Again, can the Bengals capitalize here? Hopefully they can.
That young man is having a game that he's going to remember for a long time as his first varsity game. Ball looked like it was a little bit insecure there, but Reed on the left side takes it down the 6-yard line where the Bengals will be 2nd and goal.
Yep, good play there by the Bengals. Get it down to almost, about inside, the 6-yard line there, and 2nd and goal. Looks like they're going to let the clock run out, and you see the players holding up 4 for the 4th quarter, and we'll flip field positioning, and the Bengals have the lead 26-24 here.
Well, Bengal Nation, as we count down the 3rd quarter, stay with us for the 4th quarter as this exciting game between the Warriors and the Bengals does not disappoint. It's always a nail-biter, and it's good to see some things don't change. We just want to come out on top.
Yeah, they got us in the last meeting in the playoffs there. It wasn't – I won't, for sure say the Bengals didn't have the best game there, but definitely this one lived up to the hype. It's looking very good for the Bengals here. They need to capitalize, need to get a touchdown here. I can't express that anymore, like the need to get into the end zone. And,
yeah, we do. We really do.
Make this a 2-score lead.
Mm-hmm.
They got 12 minutes left. You'd like them to, kind of – you're not really running the clock here, but, if we get stopped here inside the 5, you could kind of run the play clock a little bit down.
Right. So the Bengals take the field on offense. Again, Walsh Jesuit, according to the top 25 teams in Cleveland.com, is ranked number 14. I believe the Bengals are ranked 17, not far behind, and they're giving them all they can for their money. Kaltenbach, long stretch play to the end zone. Bremer, and he makes it. Touchdown, Bengals.
I think that's the first time we've really seen a run play to the outside. I don't know if that was a design run play to the outside, but Luke Reed found, space to run, and he took advantage of it. Pops it out, and another 6 for the Bengals.
Great job on that play again by James, Dinwiddie, and Underwood on that right side. And a great job by Reed to run to the end zone. He stretched it out as much as he could. Kaltenbach was sprinting up after he got the ball under center to make sure he got the ball.
Huge two-point conversion here to put the Bengals up 10.
Kaltenbach looks, throws. He's got the ball. He stretches over. He does not get it. Wow.
About half a yard short there. So
Wow.
it's still a one-score game here as it's 32-24 for the Bengals. Again, kind of, well, in that case, you do want to get the, two-point conversion to put yourself up 10, but they are very hesitant to put James Cole, the kicker, out there to kick extra points.
Yeah, they probably got to work on some things. Like I said, with it drizzling tonight, ball security. I think Coach Good and the staff is making the right decision, and that's also going to be a great for the team later on down in the year when you really need a two-point conversion. They'll know what plays work and what plays don't work and what guys can do to be successful on that. And then in the meantime, heck, the kicker, the center, and the snapper just have to get to school at 5 a.m. and start working on their technique.
Oh, yeah. And again, like we've said all day, it's just kind of this first game, it's just kind of working out the kinks, getting through it. The Bengals still have a lead, and Walsh is a very talented team, so this is a very good showing for the Bengals. It hasn't been perfect, they definitely did not capitalize on all their opportunities, but they went the wrong way there. You see James Cole flipping, sides. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I'm glad somebody's in charge down there. Because I was ready to say, okay, let's kick it off.
Yeah. No, I definitely did not notice that.
Well, the resilience of this young Bengal team tonight has really made us stand up and pay attention. Sophomores making plays, young juniors making plays, first time starting, and it's just really good to see guys doing what they can and playing their hardest. There's Dolan.
Yep.
I was looking for him, put him on the field, and he will pop up.
Again, the speedster, he's a very, very talented wrestler, so he knows, how to make some good tackling moves there, and definitely took the man down there.
So Jacob Dolan on that tackle. It's good to see him out there. Defense is lining up. Again, folks, players that have not logged a lot of plays on the field as juniors or as seniors, but they are playing with a lot of heart, and right now we have the lead up by 8. Kershaw throws the ball away. Good thing it was downfield. It was just barely downfield, so if it would have been behind the line of scrimmage, as you football fans know, that would have been a live ball, but it did go forward across the line of scrimmage, so it's incomplete pass, and it stops the clock.
I believe that was just just kind of a throwaway, knowing how good Ryan Kershaw is. But you never know. He could have, thought there was going to be a man out there. He could have, read the play wrong.
There he is again. Uh-oh. So 15-yard gain, thereabouts, more like 13. We got to keep him bottled up, Aiden. Especially right now. They're making me nervous. He's been very effective, picking his holes, picking when to run. I'm thinking that they should have a spy on him. We got a Bengal player that put his shoe on. He got it, official timeout. Now we are back and resuming play. Kershaw trips to the left, single seeker to the right. Turns hands off. Tough run again by Bremer.
Yeah, not much room there. He did, bounce off a couple tackles, which we have seen from Bremer today. But the Bengals get him down.
Tackle by number 1.
Ryan Knesny.
Yep, Ryan Knesny. Good job, Ryan.
Yeah, you like to see.
Now make sure that make sure that quarterback doesn't go anywhere.
They've done a better job at keeping Ryan Kershaw in check, but looks like a false start.
Okay, we'll take
procedure.
it.
Yeah, that is. You hear in the booth, quarterback pulled back before the snap, which is, yes, a legal procedure.
Yeah, you got to hold your water. You got to stay under there.
We've seen a couple of those today from the Warriors. They've been slight, but a couple movements that haven't been called, but that one was, which you'll often see with refs. They'll let you get away with a couple, especially in the first game of the season. Then they got to start calling them.
Way to hold your water.
Yep.
Bengal jumped a little bit. Kershaw gets the sign from the sidelines. Single in the backfield, running back, comes back, gets the football. Great job. Great job by the defense. Good tackle right there, number 8.
Like number 7, I think. Chris Maloney there on the sideline pops him for about a 2-yard loss, I believe a 2-yard loss. Yeah, 10:55, 3rd and 12 here. I'm assuming that Walsh is going to the air here. The Bengals need a big stop here on 3rd and long.
Kershaw with the snap. He's stepping up and out. Good job. Is that man 52 again? That is.
Yeah, you see Dolan congratulating him there. Oh, great pressure. He just kind of has to throw it away, and it hits the ground. Luckily for the Bengals, they'll force a 4th and 12, and they're going to get the ball back with 10:50 left.
The junior, Devontae James, again with the pressure, folks. He's been close all night long, and he finally comes up with the big play at the right time. We really needed that.
Yeah, that's been the key tonight. Whoever gets the pressure is going to win this game.
Punt. It's away toward the sidelines, out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. And the Bengals will take over 1st and 10, led by their sophomore quarterback, Lucas Kaltenbach.
Now, what you want to see from the Bengals here is just obviously you'd love, a quick shot to the end zone, but you just kind of want to take it slow and waste some of that clock here, and then, of course, hopefully find the end zone at the end of the drive.
Bengal Nation, and especially Bengal alumni, if you haven't got a shot at the Walsh Jesuit sideline, I'm going to let you know that you can rest assured that Chuck St. John is over there on the sidelines, on the chains. So we know that things are being taken care of the right way over there. I can't remember how many years it's been, Aiden, but it's up there. He's been with us, and just a great alum, great man, great family. Love his sons. We went to school together as the Bengals run the ball off the left side, and it has a minimal gain, but it's contributed so much to the family of Benedictine, our tradition. I believe Chuck is he might be in the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Distinction for all the contributions that he's made to the school. And if he's not, I'm lobbying for him to be in both, because he was a great athlete back in his day as well.
And that's what I was saying earlier. The Benedictine alumni are unmatched at any other school here. They give back so much, and they volunteer their time to Benedictine, and they love it so much. We all do.
Right up the middle, Reed for maybe 1. Yes. Trying to keep that clock running.
Interesting what they're going to do here. It's 3rd and long, so it's likely they'll go to the air with Lucas here.
2. Pick up a 2. 4 yards so far, so it'll be 3rd and 6. Kaltenbach has the play. Gets all the players in their positions.
Interesting look for the Bengals here. They kind of look like Walsh.
Let's get it to Jennings. He's right down the middle of the field. And this man is open as well, but couldn't come out of his cut fast enough. You got to bust out of that cut. And he looked like he stood, and when he looked back, his feet stopped a little bit. Timing's off, but folks, those are the things that happen in the first game of the season. Believe me, this coaching staff will get on the video, get with the players, and they will come out looking sharper on these plays next week.
We heard it just here in the booth. One of the other men were saying, put a little more air under that ball, and it would have been complete completely right there. Lucas just a bit too fast on that ball, and Jace couldn't get out of his transition there as he's making his cut towards the ball.
And that's the type of intensity as the block is blocked. Somebody touched it on our team. Walsh has it. That's what I'm saying about that, about the punter. He's got to be a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Got to be a little bit quicker, and the protection could have been a little bit better, but we'll get those things cleaned up. I just hope it don't hurt us too bad. The defense has really got to step up right now.
Yeah, blaring hole in this Bengals team is their special teams right now. You see Coach Good talking to A.J. Green. That wasn't really his fault. There was just so much pressure immediately on him.
Exactly. You got to keep his head up because he's going to be back out there. There he is. He's running again, a quarterback draw, good blocking downfield, and he picks up about 9. So Kershaw, who's been a thorn in our side all night long with these timely big plays.
I mean, now that punt completely comes back
Now
to
we
bite
give it
us.
to Bremer up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. He wanted that touchdown bad, and that will put the Warriors within 2. Big decision right here on the field. Looks like the offense is going to stay. Here we go again, folks. This is nothing new for us when the Warriors and the Bengals get together.
Yeah, I talked about it a bit earlier about in the last 2 out of the 3 meetings we've had, they have gone to overtime. Again, the Bengals did win both of those games. And again, it's likely we could be headed towards that again here.
We need a turnover. But right now, we just want to stop the football. Bremer trying to pass it. He's getting pressure. Slip, dives, uncovers. He drops the ball. He dropped the ball.
Now they're going to give it to him.
Oh, they're giving it to him?
I mean, I agree with you, though, John. I think he caught the ball, but he just kind of slammed it on the ground or just dropped it really quickly. So I don't – yeah, it definitely was not a great catch, I would say, like a very complete catch.
Folks, it didn't look like he had it long enough to me.
No, I don't think he had it very long, but I think the refs, I think they looked at it and they saw he had the possession. Tie game, so the Bengals, again, shoot themselves in the foot with that punt there.
So the special team snafu comes by and bites the Bengals. Now we got to put it together, and the offense has got to come out firing on pistons and try to get a score.
And you gotta kind of wonder with all those 2 missed extra points, the kickoff return touchdown, the incomplete 2-point conversion. How many points did the Bengals leave on the board here?
It's a good point, very good point, my partner. And those are things that again they'll be looking at this week to get cleaned up. But right now, it's a little bit of the Bengals beating themselves.
Yeah, they should be owning this game right now. But again, like you said, they've just been kind of just shooting themselves in the foot and not playing up to their potential right now.
The kickoff, Walsh high into the end zone. Cloud will watch it cross the goal line, and Kaltenbach and the Bengal offense will come back out on the field. 8:41 left to go in the game. 32-32, Walsh Jesuit and Benedictine tied. Bengals will start this possession at the 20-yard line after a touchback kick into the end zone. And everybody's got to have their hat screwed on tight mentally. Maximum physical effort.
Yeah, again, 8:41 left in this game here. Clock definitely becoming a factor as we get later into this game.
I formation turn, give the read. A little bit of a hole. He fights forward. He picks up about 3. Good job keeping those feet moving. Warriors. Looks like the linebacker for the Warriors made the tackle.
You said, where do I go? I can't not have a favorite person. Down the stairs, down here,
Kaltenbach gets the play.
We've been coming down to about 8 minutes left here.
He's under center. Jennings in motion to the left. Skates across, turns, pulling guard. Nice hole. And looks like
It's going to be about a yard
that was
too
Reed
short.
again.
Yeah, about a yard short.
And good second effort, but like Aiden says, he's a yard short. So we don't want to make this 2-down territory. So
Yeah, no,
we're just going to go
hopefully
ahead and get it right now.
Run it up the gut here again. Yeah, I think you got there.
And looks like with the help of Kareem Jennings, he's got the first down from where the line judge is walking in. And it looked like they put the ball back some, but it's first down.
Yep, they're waving it for a first down. 7:22 left on the clock. Clock is rolling.
So again, clock. We can take as much time as we want on this drive, but we got to get 7.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we gotta put a lot of pressure on Walsh right now and definitely drain that clock as it's rounding to almost 7 minutes.
Light drizzle here at Euclid Football Stadium. Turn, fake to Reed. The man is open. Inside interference as Bell ran up his back.
And that looks like that's all they've been able to do against Jace, really, is either penalize him or allow him to get a big playoff. So be another pass interference on Walsh. We saw one earlier that prevented a touchdown. Well, prevented a big play to Kareem Jennings, but I think that will put the Bengals inside. It's only 15 yards, so we'll put them at the 45 in their own territory with 6:57 left.
So that pass was attempted to Chase Kelly, and Chase Ellis, and he did a good job of baiting Bell into running up his back and getting the first down. Again, he's there. So is Bell. Comes back and he makes the play on the ball. Excellent job by Ellis, the senior wide receiver.
No.
And there's laundry on the field,
Yeah.
and that's
So unfortunately,
our first
I think this might come
penalty.
back. Yeah.
Second penalty, holding on the offense.
But even unfortunately, after the play, Jace Ellis spun the ball on the ground, and I think they threw an unsportsmanlike conduct on him as well. So I don't think they would accept that penalty because I think you'd have to accept the yardage. But yeah, so holding.
They're gonna take the penalty.
Yeah, so unsportsmanlike conduct added as well. Like I said, 6:50 left here. But I think if you accept the unsportsmanlike conduct, you have to take the receiving yards because it was after the play.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe Walsh is going to take the holding call. And so it'll be back him up 10 yards.
Right.
So I don't know.
15 yards.
I don't really understand that unless I'm,
20 yards.
they're backing him up. Are they going to do a full 25-yard?
30 yards. They got both penalties. One was during the play, one was after the play, so they penalized them for both.
I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I guess that's how football works, but that just seems a little rough.
Number
I mean,
one,
first and
Ellis has
35.
got to keep his head
Yeah, that was
and not
unnecessary.
do anything stupid, showing off like that.
Yeah, that definitely
You get
hurts Bengals
emotional.
so much.
Yeah, you get emotional, but you got to be smarter.
That's
pass
another
interference
flag
again. Yep, great call by the referee. He had him by his arm.
So
He wouldn't let his arm come up.
a 25-yard penalty on the Bengals, but they're going to get 15 yards here, and I believe they'll get an automatic first down. There's a man down on the field.
Yep.
It looks to be I believe that's number 70, Brian Underwood, the center for the Bengals. And that's not good.
Looks like his knee brace. They unloosened his knee brace. They're taking a look at it. He must have had some issues with it.
Hearing some cramping things, so I don't know.
With those braces, cramping can be pretty severe.
I don't believe they're going to get him the first down here, but they will get him to first and, I guess, a little bit more manageable, first and 20. But that is one of the plays I don't really like in high school football is a pass interference doesn't give you a first down if it's over, 15 yards, which I think in every other, I believe in college football and in the NFL, it would get you an automatic first down. But let's really hope and pray here that Brian Underwood is healthy and he's not injured.
Well, I think in this case, a pass interference, it will be first down again, but they take it a penalty from the line of scrimmage.
Well, yeah, so it's going to be, replay the down, but it won't be like a first and 10 for the Bengals. They'll still, since it was a first and 35, they're only going to move them up 15 yards. So I guess that's kind of what I meant. They won't move the chains, I guess, backwards, to the 35 and start it from there. But definitely there, it just seems like not a great, call because if, who was that, number 4, Eric Cloud made that catch, he was probably running to the end zone.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Bell is definitely a speedster, but Cloud is as well, as we see the big lineman down on the field, Underwood.
He's limping off. We saw him last year against Walsh Jesuit. He got injured again in the first game, and here he is limping. Looks like that right foot there is giving him some problems. We'll see who goes in for him at center. But yeah, definitely not a good sight for Bengal fans right now. Looks like number 72, Deontay Sims, will be going out there for
So
for
Sims
center.
will take over for Underwood as he gets checked out on the sideline, and hopefully he can get that knee stable so he can get back out there. Kaltenbach with the throw. Good catch. Beautifully executed play. And now the Bengals are back in second down and manageable, Aiden.
Yep, exactly. I was literally about to say the exact same thing. Great play there, and that's just what they have to keep doing. I just want to say Deontay Sims looks very good at center there. He held his water. He's a bit short, but he's definitely a tough guy. He'll give you a nice pop inside, and hopefully he can create some holes for some running room for the Bengals here. 6:38 left in the game.
Great throw there by Kaltenbach on the rope. Jennings open in the middle of the field. He's going deep, and he didn't see the ball. And there it is again. Bell cannot keep his hands off of the receivers.
So they're going to call it again. I don't think – I saw the play a little too late to see that holding, but I understand the Welsh fans are probably going to get a little angry. That's about the third call on Bell again. So he's really having trouble to contain Jace Ellis right now without causing a penalty.
Well, it definitely isn't home cooking because Bell is holding. And the Walsh Jesuit coach does not agree with the call, and so he's been flagged.
Yeah, it looks like are they going to get him with that unsportsmanlike?
That doesn't help them at all. Matter of fact, it gives the
case.
Bengals a first down. We keep the ball. 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. 32-32 is the score. And the Bengals are on the move, led by their sophomore quarterback, Luke Kaltenbach, as he's under center. Turns, gives to Reed. Reed goes up the middle, keeps his legs moving. Hits a pile and tries to churn out a few more yards, and a great effort there by Reed and the left side of that offensive line.
Yep, there you go, Luke Reed. Get yourself some yards there, about 7 as we see. It's 6 minutes, 10 seconds there. Again, time a huge factor in the rest of this game as the Bengals want to just drain it as much as they can, then put it in the end zone.
Hat on the hat, and let's get at it. There you go, Reed again. Pulling around with Morrissey, following him up the hole for the first down. So inside the 30-yard line, folks, it's getting to be a nail-biter.
Yep. And we see the clock is stopped at 5:54, and they're going to start rolling it once they move those chains. Looks like they're going to start rolling it now. So 5:50 and counting.
You might not be able to see it at home, but there still is a slight drizzle on the field, so ball security is a must. Sims hikes the Kaltenbach to Reed. Reed makes a man miss, but he's able to trip him up a little bit, just enough to bring him down. That's John Keel. As number 29 is slow getting up. Looks like he might have a leg injury and he'll go back down. I hope he's all right, and that'll be Logan Rogers. Logan Rogers is a senior defensive lineman, a fullback, and an integral part of the defense of the Warriors.
Yeah, unfortunate to see any type of injury to anyone. You don't wish on anybody, and especially here, we just prayers up for him, and hopefully he's safe and it's nothing serious here. Because it looks like he's getting up, with a little bit of help, but limping off the field.
It might be like a little ding or maybe a cramp.
Yeah, that's what you hope. You never really know. It could be, sadly, it could be like a.
These Warrior kids, they're as tough as they come. We know that. We've been battling them for years, for decades, and you always got to bring your A game when you go up against the Walsh Warriors.
Yeah, exactly. They're always going to give us a good fight. And a couple years back, Benedictine used to kind of own this series. I think they had, I believe, 8 to 9 wins in a row. But then the Walsh started to make it a lot closer.
Good block around the corner, and an excellent job right there by the running back. That's Maloney.
Maloney again. There we go. Young man.
Chris showing his skills, running the football, switching it up from the main man, Reed, giving him a blow. But Aiden, no drop-off from Sims, been in the game for Underwood.
No, he's very good. He held the position for most of the offseason, I guess. Brian Underwood came in and kind of took the position of center, but Sims is definitely not someone you'd have to worry about at the center position right now.
Dolan shifts to the left. Jennings to the left as well. Gives the ball to Maloney again. Bounce it outside. He stiff arms the man, gets loose, and then he's brought down right there at the 16-yard line.
Clock's still running, down to 5 minutes almost, and we'll try to keep you up to date on that. And definitely the Bengals just need to stay calm here and just don't make any mistakes as we're getting deeper in the red zone here.
I'm sorry, that was Beltovsky in the backfield with Maloney. Maloney's still out there with Beltovsky.
Yeah, it's going to be a good break for Luke Reed. He's definitely done a lot of work tonight. We saw him with the trainer a little bit, so we hope he's okay.
Throws the ball, and incomplete. A little bit of pressure there on Kaltenbach.
Yeah.
But a little bit too long. If he'd have hit it through a little bit sooner, I think we'd have had better success as Reed re-enters the game.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, a good play by the young quarterback there, just to kind of throw it out the back. He did give the receiver a little bit of a chance. It was a little far, but it's smart. Don't force it. That's the number one thing you don't want to do. He's been good today. No interceptions to this point. You just do not want to force that ball and make a huge mistake late in this game, as there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Big third down here for the Bengals.
Would love to see Reed get Kareem Jennings get a catch right here in the middle of the field. Play clock's got to be getting close, and Bengals got a timeout just in time. Coaches got that play in a little bit too late. We got to work a little bit quicker. It's tight, but this is where you have to show good leadership and be prepared for these type of situations.
Yeah,
putting the players in the right place to succeed.
Exactly, and right now for the Bengals, you don't have to go for it all here. You don't have to get 8 yards. You don't have to get that first down. You just want to get a good amount here to make it an easier fourth down, because it doesn't look like they're going to kick it anytime soon here. So you're just trying to get 5, 6, 7 yards here and try and make it a fourth and manageable more, not a fourth and long.
Big down for the Bengals. A lot of penalties on this drive, a lot of big plays, especially from the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Bell, the cornerback, I want to say Trey Bell has had at least 3 pass interference calls
he's
on this drive that's kept the Bengals alive. We lost our center on the drive. Underwood, but admirably, Sims have stepped in and has done a wonderful job.
Yeah, from what I've seen from him, he's going to be a really good player next year when Brian Underwood graduates. So it's great to say.
Kaltenbach puts Reed in motion to the right, looks at him, and tried to get it to Jennings and threw it the wrong way. A little bit of a mix-up right there. He just flat out missed him.
And we see number 7, Chris Maloney, the sophomore, and he's gotten some good time today. But yeah, definitely nothing there for the Bengals. Unfortunate, it could be a 4th and long here. And this is really where the game is made, honestly. This is probably the biggest play of this game so far. Long 4th down. We'll see what Lucas can do. Obviously, they'll go to the air. 2
timeouts left to go in the football game. That play is getting in late. They're going to get to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to run it.
Yeah, that's not really what you want on a 4th down. You don't want to have to rush it, especially with this young team. The Walsh fan side is going to get very loud here.
Exactly. You don't want to rush. Kaltenbach's got to get this play called. He gets the play off. He looks. He surveys. Man comes free, and he cannot get it to the running back Reed, and he had pressure all over him. And number 30 right there for the Warriors made him pay after he threw it.
Yeah, I know I've been saying that I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but again, the Bengals missed opportunities, shooting themselves in the foot. Just cannot capitalize there. It hurts to watch, but you know, that just kind of comes with their youth a little bit here and their inexperience. Definitely, the red zone has kind of been a bit of a problem for them on both sides of the ball. Well, not both sides of the ball, but for both teams here, for Walsh and Benedictine.
So Brock Sherman was the Warrior who put pressure on Kaltenbach that resulted in the incompletion and turnover on downs for the Bengals. Walsh Jesuit, Kersher hands it off, hit hard in the middle and driven back. Good job by the defense. Clock is running.
There we go, yeah.
Clock is running.
Almost down to 4 minutes. You like the defensive line stepping up here.
Kareem Jennings in on that tackle along with a whole host of Bengals.
Yeah. Big thing for the Bengals here is stop them soon, get that ball back, and then put on a touchdown drive to win the game.
One play at a time, 2nd down and about 9.5.
For sure.
Well, that's the scoreboard saying 10. They didn't get anything. St. John. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, excuse me, looking right, throwing right, drops the ball.
Incomplete pass there, very low, and the Bengals have a huge 3rd down. The clock is stopped at 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Here we go. This is it here for the Bengals. If they force a stop here, they could receive the punt in a very good field position.
On the coverage, Shamar was on the coverage. Shamar Daring, number 20. And he's locked in right now.
Oh, everybody.
Got to keep an eye on that Bell kid. Got to keep an eye on him. He is special. Pass over the middle, it's a screen play, and it's going to pick up big yards. He's still going. They finally get him down, but they got the 1st down, folks, and out of the shadow of their goalpost has brought all the way down to 30, and I want to say that was the running back, number 23, Justin Bremer, once again.
Yeah, and that was a design screen pass to him. As you saw a bunch of Bengals pass rushers in the backfield, that's usually how you can tell when it's going to be a screen pass. And Walsh won on that play.
Excellent play call by the Walsh Jesuit coaching staff. Bremer, Kersher fakes it, a good fake too, and almost picks up another 1st down as he stops the clock. And he gets the play from this coaching staff. Again, tight game, just under 3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
Clock is stopped.
Walsh Jesuit with the football, trips to the left, hands the ball off to Bremer. He cuts it back to the left, brought down by Jennings. Number 5 also with a hit on the running back that time, and that would be Hayes.
And now the Bengals just really want that clock to run as it's down to 2 minutes and 37 seconds and still running here.
Got to keep that quarterback corralled.
Exactly.
Snap. And the linebackers, here he comes again. He's a little frazzled. They were able to pick him up. He just barely made it back to the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Bengals.
Yep, and that's a great play there. And again, we're getting down to almost 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and that clock is still running. Overtime, definitely a thought for both these teams here.
Hayes comes out, Gore goes in. Quarterback gets the snap, looks, throws, at the first down marker, hit. It looks like he's going to have the first down depending on the spot of the ball. And yes, they move the chains.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes to go in the football game.
I think that is a good thing for the Bengals that he did keep his man inside. Number 7 there on the tackle, Chris Maloney, the sophomore.
Good tackle by Maloney. He's getting his chops in today. And again, successful run, a big chunk of yards, about 5 yards as Bremer gets it down to the 40-yard line of the Bengals. Clock keeps ticking.
Yeah, 1:20 left.
Got to keep an eye on the quarterback, Kershaw. Again, 36 with the football. He's got fresh legs, and the Bengals stack him up, pushes him back, and it'll be third down.
We'll see when Walsh starts to use those timeouts on this 3rd and 2 here. Doesn't look like they're doing it. You see Jake Dolan making his way out to the field. They want to get some pressure on the quarterback. That's usually when they put him out there.
Christopher Salick goes on that carry for the Jesuit. Man in motion.
Oh, shit.
Bengals jump off sides, and it's Dolan. So he will give them the first down. And they'll mark off 5. That's the easiest way you're going to get a first down. Wrong time for that to happen. So the Bengals will regroup, and they'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. As Kershaw, in between his 2 running backs, will take the snap. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, and that's Bell. Turns, hands it off to Bremer. Bremer picks up about 3. 2 yards, I think, more than 3. Walsh Jesuit, timeout. 34 seconds left to go in the football game. They have a kicker, and they have good mechanics.
I don't know if he has this much of a leg from this distance, but oh wow, you're really praying that the Bengals can just shut them down right here. Hopefully they can get some water, get a little bit of a rest here, and then go out there and just run off these last 34 seconds and force overtime. You just kind of see how this completely flipped. The Bengals up 9, going late into this game, and then Walsh came all the way back, and then now here we are. Bengals need a huge couple of stops here in these next few plays.
Well, you know what we need right now? We need a huge downpour for about 2-3 minutes. Get a huge downpour so we can slow this offense down. Bengals haven't played too bad on this drive, but it's just been the right plays at the right time for the Warriors, getting it done with the first downs, led by their senior quarterback, Kershaw. He is about as calm and cool and collected as you're going to see folks in high school.
Yeah,
very confident.
Bengals fans' hearts are racing right now.
So Kershaw tries to get the Bengals to jump. They don't jump. Resets. Tries it again. I'm thinking they're not going to take many chances. He's probably going to keep it. He hands it off to Bremer. Pick up. He barely got over the line of scrimmage. If he got to the line of scrimmage, timeout going to the Warriors. I think you're right, Aiden. They are outside their comfort zone for the kicker. And they are trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 here. 26 seconds left on the clock. They might put a couple more seconds left on there, but I guess not. But works out for the Bengals anyways. So yeah, definitely everybody's kind of on their feet. They're ready for this. This is how these last, couple of games have been. It's been down to the wire here, and definitely overtime is not out of thought right here. Hopefully the Bengals can just shut them down here, and then we can do the rest in overtime.
Well, folks, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. We don't know how much longer it's going to keep going, but I'd like to thank you for joining us on this first game, kick off the Bengals 2022 season, and they're kicking it off in grand fashion. Nice close game against a familiar foe, an opponent in Walsh Jesuit, and they always bring their A game when they play us. And like my partner said, we've been shooting ourselves in the foot. We didn't quite play our A game, but we're hanging in there. Young team. Kershaw back to pass. Man, not open. Tip.
Oh.
Good job again by number 30, the sophomore for the Bengals, Antonio Hobbs, doing a good job of getting back there and playing the football instead of the man.
Yeah, sigh of relief there for the Bengals, and they're going to put out their kicking team. So I think, honestly, you ice the kicker here. You take a timeout, and they are going to do that. They're going to do it. They got to do it. Call the timeout. Yep, there they go. So it's going to be around a 47, 48-yard kick from where it's at, and 20 seconds left. Bengals fans are holding their breath right now. And
Wow,
icing
what
the
an
kicker.
exciting game.
Yeah, it comes down to the wire like this. It always does against Walsh here. And again, yeah, to go back to that last play, number 30, Antonio Hobbs, he looked like he could have picked that one off. He kind of read it a little wrong. He kind of moved up the field a little quickly, but he luckily gets his hand up there and tips the ball away from the Walsh receiver. And yeah, here we go. This is what this is what you expect when you hear Benedictine and Walsh these last few years. Is just coming down to the wire here. This is a great game. I understand it's the game of the week or whatever, and this is what it is. You see the Bengals fans getting very loud. This whole place is shaking right now.
Yeah, they're up on their feet and they're stomping on the stands. They're making noise. The Walsh fans over there saying Hail Marys and Our Fathers. And the kicker from Walsh Jesuit will make this 47-yard field goal attempt, and he's not going to do it.
Not even close. And the Bengals will take over. I assume they're just there's 16 seconds left. I would say Coach Good is just going to say, you know what, knee it out. Let's take this one to overtime once again.
That would be the smart thing to do. Very familiar territory for these two teams on the nights that they play, going into overtime. Curta, the kicker for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, a senior, couldn't quite come up with the effort to get the ball over the goal post to give his team the lead. So the Bengals, led by Luke Kaltenbach, will march back out on the field and most likely do as Aiden has stated, and that is take the knee and go in and talk about it.
Yeah,
But,
don't need to risk it.
You got a man behind him in like the safety position.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're in really shotgun here. I just need this one out, man.
And it looks like they're going to run a play.
Timeout. Who's it on? Bengals.
And the Bengals called timeout
All
to
right.
see what kind of defense maybe the Warriors were set up in. Maybe they saw something they think they can take advantage of. That'd be nice if they can score on the last play of the game and end this thing on our side.
Yeah, a little walk-off win for the Bengals would be nice, but again, yeah, you don't want to take, really anything can happen. We've seen it in this game, bad snap, fumbles picked up, returned for touchdowns, big interceptions, but only by the Bengals, though, which is good. But, I see right here you just knee it out and you take it to overtime. I mean, I believe we either have one or we're out of timeouts completely. So we'll see what the Bengals
we're
do.
completely out of timeouts right now.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So next week, folks, the Bengals travel to Toledo to take on Toledo Central Catholic. You remember that game last year. That was a pretty tough, hard-fought game. Toledo Central Catholic losers last night to St. Edward's Eagles, defending state champions. So they're going to be it's going to be a formidable foe for sure next week. But right now we have some unfinished business as the clock winds down, and we're going to very familiar territory, and that's overtime. Bengals and the Warriors tied at 32. And Aiden, this is when we really miss our kicker last year.
Yeah, again, I mean, I said it earlier. I mean, how many points, even on the drives, you know, where we got shut down on 4th down, all that, but you look at the special teams factor of it, kick return touchdown, extra points missed, 1 blocked.
Punt block.
Yeah, it left so many points on the board, or, you know, that weren't there for the Bengals that, you know, are necessary in this game. So, again, I kind of said it could come back to bite them. You know, they're given kind of a second chance here in this overtime. Kind of both Walsh and Benny have played not perfect games here, I would say, but it's definitely an exciting one. This is definitely one of the best games I've seen out of these two teams.
Typical first game of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be sloppy, and that's what we expected. I think a lot of people had, you know, Walsh winning this game, but Benny always holds their own. They always kind of come in surprise field. We saw it last year. I know they kind of struggled a little bit near the end of the season, but definitely the first 8 games, they were a really, really great team. And then, but now, see how this is going to go. We'll see who gets the ball. I think, honestly, it would work out for the Bengals if Walsh got the ball to start, because if you prevent them from scoring, you know what you have to do. All you got to do is you got to give, well, unless they get a field goal, but you know you just have to get a touchdown. I think that's going to work for them. You'll see the captains, Devontae James, Gabe Boltowski, Ryan Konechny, AJ Slems, and Anthony Iliano go out to meet the Warriors captains at midfield.
Overtime rules, high school in Ohio. You get a series of downs, starting from, I believe, the 10-yard line. If you make it, if you get a touchdown, the opposing team will get the ball, and they'll have a chance to score as well. If they don't score, the game is over. If they score and they tie the game up, then we go to the second overtime.
Benedictine won.
So Benedictine has won the toss.
They got to pick. They got to defer. They got to give Walsh the ball. I think that's the only way you do it here.
So Walsh picks the goal, and the Bengals have decided to receive the ball. I didn't get it. I didn't see too clearly what happened. Who got the ball?
I mean, I would assume. I think it's a smart decision. I think you want to know what you have to do. Like if you know, Walsh were to get the ball and they score a touchdown, you want to, you know, score it. You want to know what you have to do. You got to score a touchdown. But if you stop them, then you know you just got to get a touchdown or a field goal. You win the game, which doesn't look like we're going to be trying or attempting a field goal here anytime soon.
Nope. There's going to be some special teams work. Like I suggested, it should start about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
5 or 6 in the morning and until starts, and then get back after school's over.
It's just what's going to happen. You know, AJ Green's a new punter. You got James Cole, new kicker. You see him dragging the kicker's net on the sideline here. He's going to be prepping and kicking someone in the neck to get prepared. And yeah, you'll see Walsh on offense here. Smart decision by the Bengals.
So Kershaw, of course, at quarterback for the Warriors, trips to the left, single set to the right. He holds on to football, fakes, and he's tripped up, and he's going to go down at the line of scrimmage, almost for a Warrior loss. Good effort by the defense to get their paws on Kershaw and bring him down. Second down and long.
Yep, there you go. Kareem Jennings. And yeah, again, earlier in the game, he would have bounced that off, and he honestly could have gotten a touchdown, but the Bengals have closed that tonight.
Here comes some pressure. And oh my goodness.
Bounce off the hands of Shamir Darling there, right in the end zone. It would have almost solidified a win for the Bengals, but here we go, 3rd and 10 on the 20-yard line. And it almost actually bounced off his hands into the hands of the Walsh receiver, which would have been, very
That's what I was most worried about. Yeah. Well, Shamar Jr. and not much playing time last year, but holding it down real good tonight. I'm sure the next one he will definitely have. Here he goes again. And they gobbled him up.
Yep.
Good job by number 52, who's been a workhorse all night long, and Devontae James.
Great, amazing stand by the defense right now. They backed him up to almost a 4th and a 14, and it looks like they're just going to go for it. There's really no other, chance. You can put the kicker out here, but if you miss it, it's almost game over. But yeah, tough decision for Walsh here. I think they're going to go for it. Yep.
You just got to stay disciplined. Everybody follow their own responsibilities, and let's get to that quarterback.
Yep. Don't jump off sides, and that's for sure. Don't give them any yardage here. Try to keep it, obviously defend that long play. Don't let them get any.
Definitely going to be a pass, and it is. Kershaw looks, delivers, throws, tips, and great job there by number 1, Ryan Koneski.
Yeah, sigh of relief. A tip there. It could have been could have been completed. And the Bengals, any points here wins them this game.
Konechny with a fine defensive play, a very timely fine play that gets the Walsh Jesuit Warriors off the field, and Luke Kaltenbach will come out with the Bengals offense.
But that worked out so well for the Bengals because there's not as much pressure on them because they know they don't necessarily need the touchdown. Obviously, it is, would win them the game, but they don't need it. If they don't get it, it's okay. They can go to a second overtime. But now, definitely you want to capitalize here and just put this game away in this first overtime.
Sims still in there, center. Reed on the right side. Two tight ends for max protection. Throws the football, and there's a little comeback route, a little bit outside of the field of play. I'm sure Kaltenbach would like to have that one back and put it in a better spot. But throwing on the run like that can be a little difficult, so we're looking at 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nothing much for them there anyway, so we'll see what they do. They're going to have to – I'm a little shocked they didn't go with the run play to start there, just trying to get a little yardage. And you definitely don't want to get stuck here at the 20-yard line. You got to get some yards if you do end up trying that field goal.
Patowski in that fullback. Reed at tailback. Turns gives to Reed. Tailback, and he gets through the hole almost to the second level.
I don't know. I mean, that's a good play, but now the Bengals will have 2 more plays to get a first down here and try to keep this drive alive. Unless they do end up choosing to kick a field goal, but I don't know how much they trust the special teams unit after what they've shown earlier today.
Dylan Hereford on that tackle. Reed has been the workhorse all night long, catching passes, blocking, running the football. Kaltenbach in the pistol, surrounded by his running backs. He drops back, wheel route. Reed fighting, and that's interference. That should have been interference, but no call on that play. Wow.
Well, I think the reason they didn't call that there is because Luke did not try to come back to that ball. If he tried to come back to that ball, he could have drawn the penalty, but he didn't get it, so it's going to be a 4th and 7 here for the Bengals to keep this drive alive. Lucas has just got to breathe here. Just a little pass, get it to that 10-yard line, just get that first down, and it'll all be good.
Good point, partner. Good points.
You hear the Walsh stands getting very loud right now, putting the pressure on Lucas.
Trips on the right, single receiver on the left. Reed in the backfield.
It's mostly
Kaltenbach looks to the sideline.
He might rule to the right here. He's going to
And
call
he wants a
timeout.
timeout.
Smart timeout. Very smart, because it resets, I believe, every overtime they get a new timeout. So smart timeout there. Didn't like what he saw, and that's leadership right there.
A young quarterback showing that type of knowledge. He's going to be a good one, folks.
Yep.
Rest assured, all we do is keep this guy healthy and keep him protected, and he's going to grow into, I believe, one of the best that ever played here.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely, there was a lot of hype around him coming in from middle school. He's a really good player.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, he really is. He's a great guy to be around. Just a really friendly dude. He's definitely a leader. One guy you definitely love to look up to, especially in his faith. I know he is very faithful, and it's
beautiful.
Just good to see from a player like him. Just I would say honestly like a gentle giant. He's just a very nice guy, very well rounded, and in grades and academics and sports as well. He's also very good, very talented in baseball as a pitcher.
Got a chance to meet his parents at the Joe Marino scholarship golf outing, and no mystery, folks, where this kid gets his class from. That's for sure. He gets the ball, nice lob, gives it, throws it. Oh! Tried to get it to look like Cloud, I believe, and he had it in his hands, but a timely move there by number 26, John Keogh, for the defense of that pass. Only thing he could have did better, I think, Aiden, is maybe stopped and went back for the football.
Yeah.
That would have drawn a foul maybe, and he possibly could have came up with the football.
Eric Cloud that Walsh defender just knocked the ball loose, and you can't really ask for a much better pass from Lucas, especially in that situation. But he'll get another chance here. He's got to put it in the end zone here, and then force Walsh to get a touchdown. I don't know if they might flip. They might flip to the other side of the field now. A little disappointing, but the Bengals, again, in football, and especially right now, you've got to forget what just happened. You've got to get over that right now.
Exactly. The defense has got to come out ready to play and take advantage.
Yeah, and you kind of see the youth of Lucas Goldenbach. He walked off the field not knowing that they're going to be on offense again, and that's how it works in overtime. The team that starts on offense to start that overtime will start on defense in the next one, so and vice versa. So we'll go to the second overtime here. I don't know if they usually switch field sides, so we'll see if they do that.
It looks like they're going to stay at the one end.
This has been a very long game, almost 11 hours. You talk about the rain delay and everything included. It's been a long night, so you got to watch for fatigue with these players, especially in the first game. They're not very warmed up, so it's definitely taken a toll on them. And you could really see this game going a little bit longer. It's going to be tough for them to get to the end zone.
Bengals offense on the field. Luke Kaltenbach. Full line of scrimmage, 2 tight ends. Nobody's in the backfield with him.
Oh, geez.
Here comes Reed.
Now they're going to wave him off. This sloppy play. I don't know what they're doing.
Where was Reed? Must have forgot they was on offense too.
Yep, disappointing little error there. Again, you talk about the youth of this team and this inexperience, and that just showed completely there. Again, another time the Bengals just shoot themselves in the foot. You just you're forced to use your timeout, which could have been crucial when Walsh has the ball. You never know when you have to ice a kicker or something.
Right.
Now you won't be able to use that.
And I believe you only get one overtime in high school football in overtime. So.
Well, you get one every new overtime, so you'll get one. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Which is definitely a luxury, but we
so we're out of timeouts for this overtime.
Yeah, for this overtime. So.
And Reed now is back out there. He was thinking like Kaltenbach that Walsh was offense going to take the field. We had to switch it around. But let's see how they can make up for this.
Yeah,
Still light drizzle. Reed switches. Free rusher. Gives it to Jennings. Ooh. Kind of dangerous tackle. But he was able to bounce up 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I applaud Lucas Hollenbach on that play. He dumps it off to Kareem Jennings with a man in his face, so he threw it over his hands and completes it to Kareem for about 5 yards. Good 2nd and 5 play here. Just got to keep it rolling. Looks like they're going to run it again.
Good poise shown by the young quarterback. Under center, turns, I formation, gives it to Reed. Reed tap dances in the hole, and he stopped in the hole.
Yeah.
As number 30 comes up, so makes the play, and he's definitely excited about that. That will be Brock Sherman.
He struggled to find any sort of room there to run. At that point, sometimes you just kind of need to run as fast as you can up that middle and hope to find a little room, or hope to create your own space, honestly. But nonetheless, it's going to be a 3rd and about 6. The Bengals.
In
Game
overtime,
on the line.
You have got to find a mental way to push yourself to play at an even higher level. Everybody's out here, been out here all game. Everyone's tired, but you got to do something. You got to have the toughness to push, and we got to delay a game. So we got to get those. We got to get those plays in there a lot quicker between the play booth and down here on the field.
Yeah, there's really little sense of urgency from the Bengals, and I don't really know what that is. You just kind of have to. That was, second time. The first time we called timeout. The second time we have to eat 5 yards now. So really disappointing that those dumb penalties. Honestly, it's just unnecessary.
We need to pick up significant yards. Quarterback gets the stop. He drops it back. Reed is being pushed back by the defender. You got guys all over there fighting for it. It's a jump ball. Ball's out of the line, out of the field of play, and so it's incomplete.
All right, 4th and 11 here. So one last shot for the Bengals. Please don't get a delay of game here. That would not be good. So got to get it inside the 10 for a 1st down, but see what they can do.
I'd like to see Carlton drop back and throw in windows. He's got the arm strength. His balls has philosophy. It snaps right off of his hand. Throwing to the outside most of the game. It's just not been as effective as we want it to be tonight. That's why I think the middle of the field is open, especially with a talent like Kareem Jennings. Got a man open. Oh, great defense. Great defense by the Walsh Jesuit defender. Put his hand up at the right time. Again, that was number 26 who made a play in the first overtime. And that will be John Keogh once again.
Not a huge fan of the play calling on that drive. Just wasn't really what we needed. I don't like the shots to the end zone. I think you just kind of dump it off to Jay Salas or something. You just let him run it. I've been saying it all day, but I think you just hit him out to the flats and just let him work. I don't know why we feel the need to take shots to the end zone every other play.
So that was 4th down. Walsh will take the field, led by their senior quarterback, Kershaw, who's having a fine game in the air and on the ground. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, turns, throws a little slip screen, and now they're throwing it down the field, wide open, touchdown, ball game. Ball game. Bengals fought hard tonight. Too many mistakes and just couldn't overcome them. Young team starting off the season this year, ladies and gentlemen. The Bengals fall short in overtime. They line up for the handshake.
Utter disappointment here. Now you would just
These
sad
guys,
mistakes, and it's another loss to Walsh Jesuit again. Second straight game.
Yeah, second game in a row we lost to Walsh. But it don't get any better than this, folks. We can see that the Bengals have some talent. Got to solve the problems of the miscues. Hopefully Underwood is okay. That's the only injury I saw. But let me tell you something, folks. That's a happy team over there. When they bring down the Bengals, that is that's icing for them. on the cake.
It's rare for them to do it, especially in the last couple of years. So they seem to get very hyped up for it. You know, we'll see how they fare against a team like Hoban. But you know, they get these rare wins against the Bengals, especially in the past, and you know they just don't know really how to act. So, but still, the Bengals, you know, shot themselves in the foot and really can only blame themselves for this loss right now.
Well, it's the first game of the season in Toledo, Ohio, playing against Central Catholic of Toledo. Game time, 7 o'clock. It's been a long game tonight. Bengals fought hard, a young Bengal team, but we'll come back out next week and we'll do it again, and I'm sure we'll get that much better. So for my partner, Aiden Kinney, and from the broadcast team here at Benedictine High School, we want to thank you for joining us for the first game of the season. We'll see you next week in Toledo. Thank you. Good night.